How are we doing then, folks? We're at Greenham Common today, a former World War II airfield, built 1941, I believe.
Yes.
We've got Ben here showing us around.
Hello, folks.
And yeah, it's going to be good. This is a massive site. It's going to be like sort of multi-part video. It's going to be little bits like that. So it's going to be mad. It'll be mental. What are you going to say about this thing, Chris?
It'll be good.
Cool. RAF Greenham Common, a Royal Air Force base that opened in 1941. It was used by both the Royal Air Force and the United States Army Air Force during the Second World War. But before the building of the airfield, Greenham Common was a massive piece of common land. It was used for troops movement during the English Civil War and in the 18th and 19th centuries. We are going to be checking out the remains of any buildings and stuff. Let's go, folks.
We're here.
Wow, massive site. Got the old woman processors there, folks.
Also, we've got the old fireman's hut down here, which is what this building is.
Right.
That's still there. I haven't. Oh, there's another trench there. Look, cabling.
Cabling trench. So when the Americans were decommissioning the place, they had all the cables and stuff pulled out from around it. That's a bit of money there as well. Copper cables, I guess. It's quite interesting to see the trenches that's left. Wow, it's got writing on the doors here.
She's thinking that. So I believe this is something to do with the fire department that was on site here.
Right.
Fireman's hut, something on the lines of.
It's a bit of a door as well there, isn't it? What's the bet they're solid thick doors?
I bet.
And not as thick as the big plastics. Look at the handprints over it.
Look at that, someone's unscrewed that.
Wonder what's in there then. What would be in there?
Someone's been in there.
I'm not sure, but judging by the info that's on the door around the back, it may have something to do with what's over there, which I'm going to show you in a minute.
Right.
I'm not going to say what it is
What's
just
that
yet.
bit there? Is that just a wall?
Yeah, we can get there.
That bit's around there, that's out of a thingy, isn't it?
I've been in here, so
Can't beat some thorns.
what's that one there?
Alright, yeah, that's right, cheers.
And what's that? That's got some rebar hanging out of that one.
I think we're
Yeah, it's one of them, Longbridge. Is it a transformer? Oh!
Longbridge.
I suggest watching your feet round here as well. There could be anything down here.
What do you mean, nails or?
Ah, what kind? Ooh!
Pumps and whatnot in there.
Oh god.
What do you mean, oh god?
I ain't got my light, have I?
Oh, damn it, I left mine in the car as well.
Right, well, we've got all day, haven't we, so. This is a bit where
Basically, someone's had all the copper cable out.
communications.
Gone to some effort to get in there though.
Yeah, they are. It's not exactly this in here, so.
There's the cables that have been cut right there.
So it's going to come from,
Yeah.
you know, where we've started off from.
God, it goes right under the floor.
Yeah, it comes out this thing.
Crazy, isn't it?
So that's a master switch. What I think this is for, okay, is a pumping station for, just out the back here, we've got what looks like a water tank, a sunken water tank.
Right.
So this looks like the pump house which feeds where we're going next, which I'll give you a clue, it's a piece of firefighting equipment.
Right.
So I reckon it's a pump house for that.
So if any planes crashed and stuff like that, they would have been able to.
I think it may have been more for practicing on planes.
Right.
I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Right. That's
Can you light that up for me and I'll get that picture?
Oh yeah.
Test. What's inside it?
I bet they're the proper ones that make good noise.
Oh, there you go. That's the size it is.
Wow.
Yeah, those are the same fuses we see outside there. So.
Oh.
Yeah, massive.
Ian,
What is?
Look at those.
you've got earth and three phase.
Yeah, free phase.
That's a few bit of money there.
Yeah. You
There's
think
some
they'll probably
down
go-
there as well.
Look at the size of him.
Yeah.
Really shouldn't poke them, should I?
No.
Oh, you never know.
Could be the live end.
There we go. Whoever that is.
Whoa, look at the-
by some company in Tonbridge, Kent.
Yeah, that's what that box says. Tunbridge Kent.
Was it?
Wow, that's the cable.
Well, you think that probably goes all across the site?
That's the ones they probably pulled up. Look at that! Look at the crazy the copper in there. Put your finger near it, Chris. Not on it. Bloody hell, that is rich in copper. And there, see
Why they
it.
didn't take the rest of that out of there, really?
That.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I see that.
That's something nice.
It's like a
What was that? Port.
It's not one of them like magnetic things, is it? No, because
Well, it's been attached to something at some point. You got the screw mounts there. The screws are still in there. So, chlorination systems. Chlorination. What is chlorine?
got the little vent there at the bottom of the door. Still.
don't put chlorine in Britain.
See, here.
Wow, that sounds big. Did you hear that?
Yeah, straight over.
You've got another hatch there, look.
That's part of a padlock.
And cut off from there, look.
Oh yeah, is it? Yeah, centre
Yeah.
part. Oh maybe.
No, it's not, is it? It might have come from somewhere else, that one.
Would that not be off the padlock from there?
That's a shame.
Is it blocked?
Yeah.
Ah.
Over at the Pole store, over on the eastern end, I've posted pictures of that before, but you can actually see into the tank
Right.
if you shine a light down there, but I wouldn't trust poking anything down on a string, so to speak.
Have you got the manhole keys, Chris? No. This looks interesting. It's like to do it. Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah?
It's a mock-up plane, isn't it? Yeah.
So, all the clues.
So they'd like put that out. That'd be set on fire, and then they'd be training on that.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, hence the pump house.
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah, you can do, yeah. Something like little fence to keep the kids out, folks. So,
Keep me out.
so the plane here is a mock-up plane made out of steel, it seems, and they would have set this on fire back in the days and used it fire training. So we're gonna have a closer look at this thing, folks. Yeah, I bet that had some heat over it.
I'm thinking that.
Yeah, that's curved. Yeah, where it's all warped and with the heat. So yeah, this is what they practice on for in the event of plane catching, which actually happened because we had the alleged nuclear incident.
Yeah, that's very interesting. That.
Look at that there. How warped it is.
So those pipes would have been connected like to petrol or something like that, and it would have pumped petrol onto it.
Yeah, more than likely, yeah. What's your leg there? Cliff, with some rebound right behind
Don't want any accidents.
you. I've never actually gotten up close to this because it's always been full of water.
What? We've got a door here, folks.
Well and shut.
Oh, is it welded? Damn.
Yeah.
I suppose you said that, I didn't hear you again. Oh, yes.
No there!
There.
It's full of little gravel in that. And we're in like a little circle part, and that's basically to contain the water.
Otherwise you'd set fire to all the surrounding.
Oh, as well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like petrol being, if there's petrol being pumped onto this thing, keep it going.
Well, I would have assumed it'd be more aviation fuel than it would be petrol.
Yeah, aviation fuel. That's amazing though, isn't it? Reckon climb in there?
I'll let you get out again.
No, it looks pretty sharp.
I think you'll struggle to get out of there.
Mock up of a C-130. It was fitted with seats and dummy passengers.
and sprayed with aviation fuel, which was set alight.
Wow. So that's all those hose marks all around it, folks. That's amazing. Amazing piece of history there.
Poor dummies.
Yeah, I wouldn't sort of want to be in a dummy's place. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, we've got a building over here. Keep hearing booms, folks, and hoping it's not thunder coming.
It's one of them.
What do you reckon? Like water outlet?
No. So, I was just saying to Chris, there's a few of these dotted around the site.
Right.
I'm just wondering if this could have been, and again.
Yeah. It is. It's not like thunder, is it? It's more boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I'm just
Nice
wondering
one.
if these are the bases that they put the landing strip lights on.
Yeah, possibly. If they.
But this is in
Most-
completely the wrong place.
Right.
So this could be before. This could be the
World War II.
yeah.
Yeah. I have to look into that, folks.
Before they took over, it was the old A-frame style airfield. So this could have been one of the approach lights,
Yeah.
the base for it.
We chuck things out, folks. We're seeing, we're exploring, we find things, we chuck ideas of what things are out.
I'm pretty sure this one's all bricked up.
Oh, bricked up door, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, wow, we can get in it, Chris, here. Yes, that's what it's all about, folks. Right, yeah, so this is possibly the training building for the firefighting. The ceiling's all black. There's a hatch there. It goes onto the roof. Wow, folks. stalagmite, something like that. Let's go up the top. You're right. There's a little ladder that comes up to the top.
You can feel that now.
Yeah, there it is, folks. At the top here as well. Yeah, training. It's got to be a training building, isn't it? Don't want to fall off though, folks. Doesn't look high on camera. Yeah.
So maybe this was a secondary pump house for this. So obviously they would have had to pump water in to extinguish the fire.
Might have been.
Shame there's not more plaques, really.
It's just like a... Might have been planned to be something like that, but then never did finish it.
Well, you see where we've got the dip
Yeah.
all around there? Yeah?
Yeah.
Because this was all flat, this would have all been hard standing down here. Especially if you look on old maps, you'll see quite clearly it was hard standing.
Yeah.
Under the hard standing, you'd have, especially down the eastern side, you have the pole stores, the petroleum oil lubricant stores,
Right.
or fuel tanks.
Yeah.
So this could have possibly been one of them, one of many of them. I'm going to look that one up, so I'm not sure
Double check about
that. But I know about the ones down the other end.
Yeah.
They're for definite. And we'll get to see some of those tanks in a minute, folks.
Oh, super duper. The thing that amazes me, the amount of open to the public this is now. It's back in like sort of 1980s and stuff like that. If you was on this site, us as we are, we would have been shot, supposedly. Yeah.
Oops, oh, what's that?
And we have just walked past the building
Have we?
over there.
What?
Seeing things, Chris?
No, it was a building, trust me. I wasn't going to interrupt your
You
foot.
sure?
Yeah? There.
Yeah.
Chris's eyes, folks. Whoops.
What's your foot?
Finds useful.
It's been...
Oh!
Substation. Okay.
Right. Totally stripped.
Oh. Anyone want a card reader?
Alright, wasn't very exciting then.
Oh, it is good. It's good to see this.
That.
What this whole thing's
That.
called over.
Because they're full of oil.
Well, not even bothered down, so I can't see any.
No, look, that's the bottom of it there.
So it just sits there.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
They're so heavy though, aren't they?
you can
I'm
check.
pretty sure that they've got them bits of metal in, someone out there will know. But they have them bits of metal in, and I'm sure they have oil in normally.
They're coiled as well, is it? Got copper coil.
Next performance.
That sounds quite good. It's like we've been found out, folks.
So the door there, what's that one?
Oh, yeah, it's the other way out. Yeah, you can't get brambles.
Brambles?
Brambles, indeed.
Alright, we'll go back out the usual way then.
And Long. Dundee, Scotland.
Oh wow, I've got a plaque here, Chris. You going to take a picture of that?
Is it readable?
Yeah. After the 1948 Berlin blockade and the 1950s invasion of South Korea by the Korean People Army, the perceived threat from the Soviet Union rose. On the 23rd of April 1951, Greenham Common was made available to the United States Air Force by the British Ministry of Defence as a strategic air command base with joint operations with the Royal Air Force units. The entire World War II airfield was demolished and replaced with a new 10,000-foot runway with parallel taxiways north and south of it, leading to extensive hard stand-ins. In later years, the base became home to the cruise missiles, stored in hardened bunkers. This is what we are checking out. Let's go, folks. Right, so we've made it, folks, to the first fence of the bunkers that held the cruise missiles, nuclear warheads. It's mad. What was there?
I don't know, this looks new. This does all look new, yeah, for car storage, as I was trying to explain earlier.
I wonder what's down there though.
Maybe water, something to do with water. So the footpath here then, folks, this is where the person would patrol the bunkers with the dog and all that. It's absolutely crazy. There's three fences, boom, boom, boom. Get to a better location and be able to see the bunkers a bit more. This is what we're after, folks. So yeah, breaches in fence.
They're forever fixing these fences up with people breaking in.
Do you reckon that's explorers, or would you reckon that from the women protesters?
No, because that would have been done back up after they left, so these would have been from would-be explorers.
Right.
People have successfully got in there.
Yeah.
And have documented.
It's a bit risky though.
It is risky.
Is it police training and security on site?
Yeah.
It would be lovely to see inside them, but with official permission would be 100% better. Look,
Yeah, straight through it.
It's overgrown.
Look at this one. It starts this side. Oh!
Bloody hell. Shows you how long this has been here.
Yeah, I see, look. Look, they've cut the barbed wire here, look. They've scaled that as well.
So, oh, we've got a sign there. What date is the actual bunkers?
Not quite sure without looking that one up.
The Soviet deployment of the SS-20 missile from 1975 caused major concerns in the NATO alliance. The longer range, greater accuracy, mobility and striking power of these new missiles was perceived to alert the security of Western Europe. It was feared that the Soviet Union could launch a nuclear strike against Western Europe with a reduced threat of nuclear retaliation. In June 1980, it was announced that RAF Greenham Common was to become the first site for cruise missiles. 160 ground-launched cruise missiles were based in Great Britain, 96 at Greenham Common, 4 spare and 64 at RAF Molesworth. GLCM, Alert and Maintenance Area. Known as the Gamma Site, this was a maximum security reaction alert area, with 6 large above-ground shelters which housed 96 fully operational cruise missiles. These shelters were specifically designed and constructed to protect the GLCMs and its crews against nuclear and conventional strikes. Each shelter contained 2 launch control centres and 4 transport and erector launchers. Units were mobile, and once deployed could travel from the base in convoys to a secret preset disposal site. This would happen within minutes of the alert being given. Movements were via local roads through surrounding villages. The 1st Squadron of the 501st Tactical Missile Wing received its weapons in November 1983. They were flown into the base by Lockheed C-5 Galaxies. Radio, what's that razor wire?
Danger razor wire, barbed wire. No access to unauthorised persons.
Don't want to be messing with this stuff, folks, especially razor wire. That's lethal.
That's only barbed, that is.
Got a shot there, so that's the ammunition bunkers.
Yeah, ammunition storage, I'm sure they are.
Oh, I see where you're looking. You're looking further down. There's another one further down, isn't
Yeah,
there?
there is. Let's get the map out.
There's a tree in the way.
Let's get the map out.
Proper surveillance here, folks. We're going right through 3 fences here. This is crazy. And also it's like just abandoned. The doors hanging off, the boxes hanging off the wall as well.
So there they are.
Well, when we look around the other side, if the other side's better and the security's at the front, we're going to the back.
Yeah. Well, if you look, you can't see there's anything there. They're so well hidden.
There's a story attached to this, isn't there?
There is.
That this is possibly contaminated with uranium. Possibly, folks, possibly. We've got the bunkers up there that houses the cruise missiles in the Cold War. And, oh, don't push me in, Chris.
Yeah, don't fall, don't fall.
So yeah, it comes in from underneath the bunker site, folks. Lovely colour. Right, yeah, so the story goes on, the conspiracy goes on.
That's just what's on the internet.
Yep.
No sort of factual information there.
And it's got the crazy colour to it, so we're going to leave that with you folks. If you know any more information, put it down in the old comment section, I'd say. We've got to clear a sign there.
Yeah.
Around.
It's the main bit.
Yeah.
So it'd be quite easy for like security to come out between the two.
Oh yeah. There we go, close up Chris. Close up Chris. Oh, careful boys, that's a rat hole I think. That's wood.
Wood?
Oh, I got this, yeah, I got excited then.
Might have been an old World War II fence.
It's going to be. But I've only come across one World War I thing,
Yeah.
which hopefully if we get to the other side of the base later on I can show you. It looks a bit like a pillbox that's sunken into the ground.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't look Cold War at all.
Right, we'll have a look.
I do suspect that it was before the Americans took over and just couldn't be bothered to demolish it or fill it in or whatever.
Yeah.
That's concrete.
You can see the razor wall with barbed wire end to it.
That's concrete.
Mad, folks. See, history is everywhere. Lie on the ground, folks.
Right, we're going to take the unofficial route and go.
Yeah, we'll take the proper route, folks. The proper route.
Proper route, I like it. Load of these dotted around this area because it's a bit of heathland.
Right.
If we ever get a fire here, which has happened before, they've got wooden pole with a flat thing on it to
Right.
flat flames.
Yeah.
You see them do it.
Yeah.
Like in Australia and all
Yeah,
that.
so there's a few of these dotted around. These are just new additions. This has got nothing to do. This is to do with the common itself, not the base.
Well, I thought I'd film this, folks, because I've never seen this before.
Yeah. So if we find one with it in it, obviously someone's half into that one.
Took it, I made a broom.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This would have literally been where they were lining up.
Women's peace camp. What was the date? Started 84, something like that, wasn't it?
Somewhere around there.
Until like 2000, so there were 19 years they camped out here to protest the nuclear missiles and stuff like that being on the site. And now, is this one of their tents, folks?
You decide.
Jesus. The Women's Peace Camp was a series of protest camps established to protest nuclear weapons being stored at RAF Greenham Common. After realising that the march alone was not enough to get the attention they needed for the missiles to be removed, women began staying at Greenham Common to continue their protest. The first protest action undertook at Greenham involved women chaining themselves to the fence of the base in September 1981. On New Year's Eve 1982, women broke into the base for the first time. 44 women climbed over the military base's fence and climbed on top of the silos and danced around on them for hours. As time went on, more and more women attended the protests from all over Great Britain and even Europe. The camps at Greenham Common were active for 19 years and disbanded in the year 2000. Well, you are getting those cobwebs.
This. I'm walking right behind you and I got the full force of a wedge.
Wow. That's a
That's a hole.
Well, you need look no further.
That's one fence down, folks.
Properly gone through that. And they've welded that back on.
Yeah.
So they've properly gone through that one. Whoever managed to do that.
Crazy.
It is like prison fencing, isn't it?
It is. It is absolutely the same.
And this stuff gets nasty when it's wet. It's just slippery as hell. Especially with all the moss growing off it now.
That's the original road in, isn't it?
So where you were saying there,
Right.
that one fence goes into
Yeah.
the other. There was a road that went in there.
Yep.
And then we got. They managed to leave this. So we've got a bit of hard standing here now. The last time I came up here, this was one giant mound of cow poo.
Wow.
Because it's now a grazing common as well, so there are grazing animals on here.
Yeah. Which is it's a good thing.
It was just absolutely as high as you could see. This was just all. But what this particular hard standing was used for was a bit of a clue. Parking.
Wow. So the car park that's no more, folks. I love the old Cold War doors. Got a building. Oh, what we can see in here, folks.
Ian, see if you can put your head in.
Anyone in there?
Oh yeah.
Does it look good in there?
They look like. Oh, they're all platforms like a generator would sit on.
Right. Let's have a.
Let's see there.
Drops the camera in the hole.
Lights in there. The video lights in there. Right, yeah, so that's inside this bunker, look. A glimpse. Amazing.
Let's make it echo once.
Oh, someone coming, I think. There's loads of cables in there. Copper.
Yeah.
I think if they're.
What's around the other way? Towards the door, or is that just a door?
There's a piece of wood over there that looks like
What's that red thing there?
a bit of concrete.
Oh, okay.
It's a generator room, folks. Transformer room, generator. What do you reckon?
There's a substation behind, so probably. Substation.
Oh.
So this may have possibly been used for power generation, whatever, power related for the gamma itself.
Hence why if it's built later it looks slightly different to the
If
concrete
you,
ones.
have you seen this? If you look through there, they've actually put razor wire all around that bend. You see
I
it?
saw that.
Yeah. You don't mess about with razor wire, folks.
No, you don't. Oh, I didn't see it there. Yeah.
But yeah, the massive
Nasty
hole.
stuff.
See, people have been very serious about getting into this site.
That's one of them bits, one of them generators, so I reckon they've all been stripped out as well.
If you look
Right.
here, I believe you see this box on the wall here.
Telecom, innit?
Yeah, I believe from the stories I've heard, like I said earlier, there used to be a BT system up here,
Yeah.
but when the Americans came in, they didn't trust BT, so they yanked it all out.
Right.
No pun intended there. And put in their own. So I believe that's a junction box for phone communications.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Danger, high voltage distribution substation D.
D.
That's what it is.
A, B.
So if we're going ABC, if we're going on that logic, then this is number 4.
Yep.
Of how many though?
Yeah.
Definitely 4.
At least.
Serious power.
You can't. Can you?
No, there's no point, there's trees in the way.
That's the original.
What would this been used for? Just driving?
Yeah, it's just all hard standing, so
Parking stuff in and whatever, I suppose. Isn't
yeah.
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 So this is just an original drive into the actual bunker location?
I'm not sure if this was the original one, but it's one of the bigger ones. Because you got one on the south side, which we walked around earlier, and then this is on the north side.
Alright.
There's one for the camera. You can see straight into there, look, you see straight through down there. There is a stack in the way there, look.
It's a caravan, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a static, isn't it? Look. I'm going to put that on there for. There you go. Scheduled ancient monument.
What's any say damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, they've all had a go at this, look. Down here, up in there.
Mad, isn't it?
Well, that's as far as you're going to get to the inner.
Yeah. It was proper overgrown, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing how nature takes, reclaims its land back, doesn't it?
Sort of fence after fence there, folks. Perimeter fence, perimeter fence.
Right, you got
Oh yeah.
this fence, and you got there, and then you got the second fence. You've
Yeah.
got a concrete block there, then you got the guardhouse to the right.
Oh right. Didn't see that. What's that?
Sam, show me closer.
What's that thing there that looks like a railway line?
Possibly a anti-vehicle barrier.
Coming around here on the floor.
Oh,
Oh, well that.
oh, sorry. Gate runners.
Oh.
Or I could be wrong there.
Well, it might be a runner for that. No, it's too short, isn't it? Yeah.
No, actually, no. No, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the wheels on it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
If you look
Oh.
at where it looks like an A, if you look at the bottom, you can see the casters. There's two little casters there at the bottom.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, so it must be some vehicle deterrent, or it's got spikes on the inside. Look, that's why it's been protected over.
Wrapped up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pierce the tyres. There's spikes on it.
Definitely some form of vehicle deterrent, that is.
You can see the wheels. It's got writing on there, I don't know what that says.
On what? Concrete.
Yeah. It's guardhouse location. Don't see that every day. Crazy this, folks. 3 perimeter fences to the bunkers that held mobile nuclear missiles. They could drive out in the event of attack. Because these could withstand these bunkers air burst of a nuclear weapon right above it, and also direct hit by other sort of weapons, non-nuclear ones.
sealed up, aren't they? So they're going to be entrances and exits.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is there any...
How are you going to get in there otherwise?
Fair point.
So there must be one on each of them.
Yeah.
Well, when they're there on each side, there's just one next to them. Must be on the right side as well.
Both it up both sides so you can go through the middle.
Yeah.
Oh!
Tired, mate?
God, it was an early start.
Just looking at these fences, folks. It seems all the wire, barbed wire that's attached to the top of these have all been taken off, of all 3 of them. It's a bit strange. The Cold War is over, folks, so yeah, I don't know.
Just whacked the wasp there in your direction, so I do apologise.
Oh, here we go. Do you want to tell the folks what happened the other day, Chris?
I got stung.
Well, whose fault was it?
Yours.
Why was it mine?
Because you kind of sent me in after it chased you. There's metal posts here, if you've noticed.
Oh yeah. Mad. Temporary fencing on the edge of the road. Yeah.
Actually, look, they're taking it down there, or putting it up. I think they're repairing it actually.
Possibly.
Because look, you've got new concrete posts in down there, and down here you've got rolls of wire.
Oh yeah, I see there, yeah.
So maybe that's why the barbed wire's missing.
Possibly.
What, repairing?
Yeah.
Health and safety for you.
But why would you go to all that trouble of repairing a fence around something that isn't in use?
Bloody cow poo. So that's it then, folks. That was the Cold War bunkers, Greenham Common. Wow. Amazing piece of history there. Amazing indeed. So straight, aren't they?
Wow. Do you know, my garden fence I put up isn't that straight?
Yeah, that's proper decent, isn't it, that?
Military precision.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
The United States and the Soviet Union signed the Intermediate Range Nuclear Force Treaty in 1987, which led to the removal of all nuclear missiles from the base. The last GLCMs at Greenham Common was removed in March 1991, and the 501st Tactical Missile Wing inactivated in June the same year. The Wing Headquarters building, built around 1985 as part of the Cold War redevelopment of the base to accommodate cruise missiles. This reflects NATO concerns to harden its infrastructure against first strike, conventional, biological and chemical attack. This building was the command centre for the base, controlling the cruise missiles at Greenham Common, receiving instructions from higher command to deploy and launch missiles, which it could relay to its mobile forces. It illustrates the complex command control structure necessary to wage modern war. Also, through its decontamination suite, the necessary precautions required to secure its personnel after a nuclear, biological or chemical attack. We had a chance to visit some of the bits that you're not usually allowed to see. So so we've got decontamination centre there. We'll have a look around that in a bit, folks. So this building in front of us here is the control.
Yeah, it's the old command and control bunker.
Right, so this would have been where they would have pushed the button for nuclear release, was it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
In
That's
the
amazing.
event of, yes.
So the Americans had this place. It's crazy. Let's take a look around it, which is a data centre now. You can't go in it, folks, unfortunately, but yeah, let's take a look. The orange parts, the blast walls. Yeah, decontamination control. Just a bit. Mad, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah.
There's another set of stairs that go up to the first floor as well.
Can we go on this grass? Or is that too close?
Yeah, but I wouldn't venture anywhere further than that, just with it being private property and all that.
And all these buildings have got numbers on. Like this one's got 274. They're all the original buildings that are numbered.
Substation, see?
I've just noticed this, look.
It's a tank, isn't it? Underground. Must be some sort of fuel, water.
That's a sort of like a breather, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a breather pipe and also an inlet pipe as well.
Substation, folks, for the control bunker. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Because it doesn't really sort of look very well protected. If, like, say something happened, because airfields were targets, weren't they? So, like Manston and stuff like that, the ones we know of, Kent.
Wow.
So this is decontamination.
Yeah. This is one of the, I don't know if it's an emergency exit or one of the ways out at least.
That is serious.
Size of it. The same construction as the other one.
That's quite a cool door, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw a door like that was probably Mount Wise, the maritime headquarters in Devon in 2010. I believe the doors were similar to that, with these big handles on it like this.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get to go through two of these in a bit, so. Seriously, yeah, so we're going to the inside.
That's crazy.
Yes, it's not open.
Grease nipples.
Yeah. I bet there's some serious weight.
I don't know, or would it be a complete iron door?
The ones emergency control centre.
That is absolutely solid, that is.
Emergency control centres, Southern Water ones, had concrete and steel, concrete on the inside.
Well, that's iron, isn't it? Is that iron? Surely that's got to be the same as what that is.
Does this still work, do you reckon?
No, let's not try that.
Try it.
Don't think it will, will
Someone's
it?
pinched the cables, I see.
Yeah. The old lighting. Copper cabling, folks.
There you go, you've got an actual fire exit door, but then you've got... Someone did tell me what that was for, but I can't remember.
Emergency escape.
I wonder if the door's been added in.
Yeah.
Look at the bottom where the concrete is, where the bricks are.
Yeah.
That's-
Perhaps they've done that
that's
for, since they opened to the public, because they get a bit funny about it, don't they?
Exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, because if you look at that is, that's not a...
Yeah, so the fire exit's been
the
put
difference
in.
the size of the hinges.
Yeah. Cold War hinge. Blast protection.
English heritage hinge.
Yeah.
Modern day hinge.
Yeah. I love that. These blast doors.
I want one in my house. Just
I want a front wall. Oh, here we go. Front door like that. Yeah, it's true actually. Brown, black, green, camouflaged.
It's either that or they've just got a cheap deal on paint. So that, look, that would have folded, that's the inside of that door, isn't it? That door's open. Because you've got the sill, look.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be shut.
How did I not notice that?
Oh, crazy.
Right, yeah, so what they've done... Yeah,
They've just knocked it underneath it.
So, yeah.
They took the bottom off.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. How did I not... Oh,
bloody hell, Chris, you see?
It's wild, isn't it?
hello, Chris. How did I not ever notice that?
Can't we move?
That would explain why I was looking at the bit above the door and the bit above the door looks original.
Can't we move that then? Can't we pull it?
No.
If you want to give it a go. That is wedged in there. I don't know, do you want to grab a handle each?
Yeah, that ain't gonna go anywhere, is it?
No, absolutely not.
That's mad though, isn't it?
I haven't had my Weetabix this morning.
Right now we are going to the decontamination suite. You would have had to have gone through here before entering the wing headquarters to decontaminate after a potential attack.
I think it's extraction.
That's where all the clothes and that are kept in.
I'll show you the control panel,
Okay.
and you can get
NBC.
a film of it, which gives you an idea of what each room was for.
It's very slippery, isn't it?
Yeah, because it was all designed to drain. You know,
Right.
Every room is. The idea is that they're extracting all contaminated liquids and vapour,
Right.
either through those ducts or through the drainage. And I'll show you the control room at the back where they would have, what they call the dirty mechanical, where they would have dealt with all that.
Right.
So I was curious last time, I never asked a question. These ceiling panels here are all metal balls in
All stainless steel, and then all the ducting and cabling is up there, yeah, generally.
Right, okay. Ah, yeah, I can actually now you've got the light on it, I can see.
Yeah. And it's really easy, I suppose, to take them down,
Clean.
to clean them and everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, there were screws on them, haven't they? On the edges.
Yeah, they've just got butterflies on them. You
Yeah.
just take the panels down to access it, yeah.
Wow. NBC suit.
Do you want to have a look in that central chamber, which was the vapour extraction?
Right.
Quite what that meant. And of course, this facility was never used. Ever, you know, it wasn't even, I mean, I suppose they might have done some tests, but they,
Yeah.
and then that's just an access hatch to that room we've just been in. Again, it's all like stainless steel.
Yeah.
So this is where they put the clothes.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, and then later would be taken for incineration. There doesn't appear to be any incinerator on this site, or not now.
No, but I suppose once they're in here, you got all the, it's all sealed, isn't it?
Yeah, all the doors have a green and a red light which no longer function, so they could basically lock if they, you know, if they had a panic or whatever.
Yeah.
They had to lock. They could just lock someone in a room and deal with it later. But of course, it never happened. But you know, they could have done. They could process you like cattle, you know. And those are all just sort of whatever protected electrics, American and English. Yeah.
Oh, you'll never see that again, look at that.
Oh.
US and English.
Can I get a picture of this?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Crazy.
So they could run whatever kit they didn't mind that.
Yeah.
Mind yourself.
That's a weight on that.
Yeah, to help it.
Yeah, so it springs back. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it springs back. Yeah, so that nobody again can sort of get out, do anything. Yeah, more air ducting. You'll be interested in this. This is like the control panel with a topographic diagram of this site. So that's where you've entered.
Yeah.
And then actually this time we've looked into this liquid storage and then the vapour storage, and then we've come through here and we are now here looking at this control panel, and you've obviously been through those rooms.
Yeah.
I'll show you up there, dirty mechanical, in a minute, but this is next door, through that door, which is no longer accessible, sadly. But that was the battle staff room, that was base command, that's where the button was.
Right,
The
okay.
buttons would have been next door.
Wow.
And then there's other chambers, dirty mechanical, dirty plenum, whatever the hell that is. Originally, although no longer, you would have been able to communicate with each of those little control panels in each and speak through. I can now only, talk to you, but you would have originally been able to talk back.
So is there one of those in each room as well?
Yeah, there's one of those in each, nearly every room.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And then this is interesting. If you come back here, I mean that's
Must
just
be ventilation.
electrics, but it's another control room here.
Oh yeah.
So there's pumps for pumping the water. I know one other thing you guys would be interested in.
Look at the coloured piping. It's in the rotor bunkers.
Yeah.
And then an even bigger, this is dirty mechanical here next door, which we're using as our dressing room. But
Right.
you can still come in and have a look at all the kit in here, which is plentiful.
Wow.
That's the architect blueprint for this room.
You scooch around the back
You
of the
can sort of go around there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
That is.
Very.
I think the last time I saw something like this was Mount Wise in Devon. Saw the.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
All been
But
like-
they completely left the site in '91, and then this was just locked up for 10 years or whatever, and then slowly they've sort of opened it up again.
If anyone can tell me what a dirty bag filter is, I really want to know.
Yeah, I mean they could be more funny about it, couldn't they? They could be sort of,
No, they're totally chilled about it, aren't
but
they?
they're very chilled. Yeah, the Green and Common Trust want to just use it as a museum facility,
It's a pity we can't get this room on tour, isn't it, really?
It is, it's just that it's so up the back that you can't safely get folk round. You have to then go back where you've
I was
been.
going to ask that question, but when you said, "Oh, come through this," I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh."
Yeah.
This is twice I've been here, but last
Yeah.
time I didn't get to come down here.
Yeah.
black corner
Yeah.
should text sort of saying, I
I mean,
know.
the outside of the building, as you go out round to the left, then you could imagine that from here you'd have got into the staff command room, and you can sort of work out that this corridor is the end of the decontamination suites, and then another part of the building, probably twice the size of these chambers, is that area.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can kind of work out, because if you imagine where, because this is pretty much straight as you walk out here.
Yeah.
Down the corridor. And you go around and see there's another area.
You get some good pictures, yeah?
Hey?
Get some good pictures, yeah?
Yeah. Who, me?
Taking pictures.
Do
they?
Whatever's in there, whatever it is. I mean, apparently now it's just full of boxes. It's just a storage,
Okay.
But really, they should have kept it because people want to see where where the kit was. But of course, originally there would have been a whole load of kit and buttons and literally like a command centre. Yeah.
Is it alright if I fill the door? The weight of it?
Yeah. Well, have a swing on this one. Don't bang your head on the things as I have done.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that is
I mean, it's like sort of Fort Knox, isn't it? It's huge, great doors. Yeah, so there's these two, and then there's this other huge one here, obviously. This one's difficult to move now, seats up a bit, because it's out here, it gets more moisture on it,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that. They also had like electromagnetic, so even if you opened them mechanically, you couldn't open them, they were still sealed electrically.
Yeah.
And like red buttons, red lights would be on.
Yeah. I always thought that those were sort of alarms, seeing those similar things.
I think what they did is they held it closed through this system, which they all disconnected.
Like hospitals you go to now, and you
Yeah.
just press the button.
Yeah, push the
before you
button
can
to
open the door. Yeah, if you
They have an electromagnetic lock on them. Yeah, there's a little mechanism, and then that latch comes up and whatever. Yeah, they've disconnected it all now because obviously it was even more of a night, and it's a bit of a practical nightmare in getting in and out of these buildings. Even now.
So sad, a lot of these places have been knocked down. Like rotor bunkers and stuff like
You
that.
can go through that if you want to just push through. It's no longer, it's disconnected, so you can just come back again, But that's where the old whatever front of house would have been.
Oh God, something like that.
Sadly, I can't get that door open. I haven't got the key to that door.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd bring all the audience in through the gate, because the gate's nice too, isn't it?
You've got a box.
Or frightening, whatever which way we can look at it.
Oh wow, yeah.
Is that how thick that glass is?
Oh Jesus.
That is like an inch of glass.
Yeah, and somebody's tried to shoot it with an air rifle or something.
Have they?
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I've not seen glass like that.
thick.
Well, obviously this bit is meant to survive the blast of an SS-20, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at least the guy there, they were stopping him against, like, you know, machine gun fire.
Yeah.
But obviously this is a blast lock. That, you know, literally, it's meant to survive a nuclear bomb.
What about this door? Was there originally a blast door this side, or was that been cut through?
Apparently not. I think. Well,
Oh, yeah.
This is you're basically.
Yeah, I see now, sorry, yeah.
This is the blast lock.
Yeah.
1986.
Oh wow.
Do you get a picture of that?
I just got to the middle.
Okay, so we're laughing. Yeah, you've got 5 minutes, lads.
Obviously, we'll catch others up.
We'll catch them up.
Yeah, nice.
Can I go through now?
Yeah.
Look at that. From an angle, you see how thick it is. Look at
Yeah, you can. No, they've disconnected it. You
That is
can go to
crazy, isn't it?
That is.
It's like bulletproof.
What is sad is that Rupert hasn't got the key to that door. Because really, you'd want to bring the audience in through the turnstile, wouldn't you? That'd be more
That
exciting.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did say to him, "Can we drill the lock or something?" No, we're not doing that. So,
We'll have to try.
well, you could have drilled it and just put a new lock on it, wouldn't you? That'd be tricky. And it would have made the visiting experience more exciting, wouldn't it?
It's always next chill.
Yeah. So I was quick just have a look at this area again. Just. Yeah.
We're thinking that's an escape hatch.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled.
Is it? Let's give it a tap. Flipping hell.
That is solid.
I absolutely love the Cold War, I really do. With hinges on that.
Just in this perspective, look.
Yeah. That is serious, and that's probably got concrete in the middle.
That will more than likely be iron.
Makes you wonder how thick the actual building is.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
That's the emergency escape anyway. We'll have a look round the front main door to this bunker, folks. There is a massive glass door on. You can't get to see it because it's got brick wall around it, but we can put the camera over the wall. Hopefully that's okay. Don't want to let security getting over, folks. It's not. We're not going to get at gunpoint anytime soon, but it's public land. Cheers, Chris. Yeah.
That's why I said this is going to take the best part of the day.
Yeah. Right, so there's a wall around the main entrance to this bunker here, but it's...
a blast wall.
You reckon it's blast wall? Or security wall, with spikes on the top of it?
Could be both.
Yeah, because you can't see in. Both the ways in, you can't see the main door. Because it's like a dog leg. So we're going to have a look over the top of the wall, folks. Oh. Well, there's the blast door, folks. You see there's the gate, there's both ends, there's a gate, same as this. And you can't see the main door. See, it's got to be something, because look at the cameras there, there's two cameras. Greenham Common was requisitioned by the Air Ministry in May 1941. The base was associated with a number of key wartime events, including Operation Torch, the 1942 invasion of North Africa. In 1943, the airfield became the United States Army Air Force Base. It was later involved in preparations for and support to the D-Day landings at Utah Beach. The Cold War redevelopment of the base saw major changes. The World War II runway was replaced with a new 10,000 feet one, making Greenham Common one of the largest military runways in the world. A new technical and domestic site was built to the south of the runway, involving the diversion of the A339 road and demolition of several homes and 2 pubs. The control tower at Greenham Common was built in 1951 and is a rare type, and only 7 examples were built nationally, and only 6 of which survive today. Construction work was finally completed and the base was declared operational in September 1953. This is the road, what do they call it, the taxiway?
No, we're off the taxiway.
Oh, we're off.
Now, this was hard standing, this area.
Right.
So we would have had 2 joint circles here.
Wow.
And possibly some fuel stores again, which is why we're seeing all these, I'm lost for words.
Pits.
Yeah, down here. So, and there's more of these down to the far eastern end of the runway as well.
Wow. So it's just open?
Yeah. All full of water, but I wouldn't recommend you go swimming in it. To be honest with you, over the last couple of years, the local council have put warning signs out not to let your dogs swim in there.
Right.
So that just adds to the theory that, you know, there could be contamination down there.
Yeah.
I would assume there would be.
Yeah.
Could be something. The old windsock over there.
So yeah, so there's people out there been saying it's been a flagpole then. So this pole over there is actually the windsock, folks, for the Greenham Common Airfield. Just walking in the fields, folks, and there's a fire hydrant in the bush.
It's a WD-40.
Oh, watch that. US. Wow. That is cool. Are you gonna get a picture of that, Chris?
No, I've got a picture of the last one.
They're all the same.
That one is the same, just in a tree.
That one's just got a bit more character to it. Let me see. Somewhere here would have been the original fence line.
Right. This would have been.
Here is the road.
So the women protesters would have been along here as well.
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy. So we're outside of Greenham Common right now.
So for those who are clued up, this is Burridge Bank Road. This is on the north side of the base. So basically, yeah, the fence line would have been literally here. When
Wow.
you do go around, you can still see remnants of the odd posts that are still in place.
Yeah.
It just gives you a sense of how close to this road it actually was.
Wow.
So you'd be able to stand here and see planes.
Yeah.
Because we've just come from hard standing there, so and it was not as if it was blocked off so you couldn't see.
Yeah.
So you could see everything that was going on.
All the way to the control tower.
Yeah.
Which is right through there, folks.
Don't get run over.
What? Oh, Chris. Where's Chris?
Go around the other side.
Inside the building here, look.
Oh, the number. Yes.
309.
Original number for us there, folks. Wow. Proper sealed up though.
Looks like a key security for the door, but then you'd need a key to get to the. No.
This, yeah, definitely substation, through cabling in and out.
Before you got pinched.
Another one there. Oh, another one there.
So what's
There's at least 3 platforms there.
basically stuff's been nicked and it's like.
Or it's been removed.
Yeah. So, oh look, the gate's open.
Oh yeah.
The fence has been moved as well.
Right. Oh yeah. Substation.
something that runs off, yeah, probably a small road.
Like a little path along here.
Both sides back there.
Right, so we're coming up to that pole, folks. The people have said it's a flagpole, but it's not a flagpole, it's actually a windsock for the old airfield. Hey? What was you going to say, Chris?
Well, I was just going to actually just put it out there that a windsock is kind of like a flag, isn't it? Does the same thing as a flag, moves in the wind. So is it sort of same as a flagpole then?
Flag's a flag, innit? And the windsock's a windsock. It's two different names. If it was going to be
So it's a sock
flag,
pole.
if it flag, what?
Do you go and buy a sock pole or do you go and buy a flag pole to put your windsock on?
What do you reckon, folks? Here it
That's
is.
going to be a popcorn starter, isn't it, that one? Yeah, we'll screw those. Yeah, take that plate off. And you can see there, you can just see the hinge inside there. You can't see that side, you can see this side there.
It's bolt shot, isn't it?
So that, yeah, that picture there, folks, is right here. There's a road, main road that goes down here.
In front of that building.
Yeah, in front of that building. Is that where the car's parked, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Look at those planes. It's mad, isn't it?
It's big, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's along here where that house is, that car's parked there. And look
Sure
at
they
it.
can't get a plane here.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, life size.
It's mad what's been dug up.
You get a whole row of tanks in there, wouldn't you?
And this is just one part of it.
So that shows you the depth, folks, of these tanks that would have been down here. Mad, isn't it?
But at the bottom,
Yeah.
it's just for that.
Oh,
because there's water in there.
There's nothing above that big hill then?
No, 'cause that's where the road goes.
Oh, right.
Can't really see it on here. Just looks left.
You won't be able to pick up the perspective of it.
There's a big
It's-
hole there, folks.
Reservoir fuel.
You stay there, we'll go down there then. Or you can follow anyway.
So we would now, where we're stood, would be inside the fuel tanks.
Wow. Why did they keep them then? Just
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but
didn't they?
think about the amount of metal and money that can be made. That's on one of the lowest points of this area.
Again, we've got that orange mud stuff.
Yeah.
It's spongy, folks. Bit spongy.
Sense of how big this is because we started going uphill a little bit, so
Yeah.
the tank's going to be rather quite large
Right.
before we got on top of it. Just as we're stood at the bottom here, don't we see it? Just hope that hole's not blocked. You can see behind it.
Alright. Greenham Commons fuel storage tanks, known as the Pole Stall. There were 21 petroleum, oil, lubricant, underground storage tanks constructed around the airfield, holding some 8 million gallons of aviation fuel. Presumably, the logic was if one of these tanks was put out of action, it didn't affect the others, so the airbase could continue to operate as normal. After decommissioning, 20 were demolished, leaving only one that we can see today. Wow, this is...
Do not dry run this pump.
wow. Shame we can't get in it.
Look at yours, is it?
No, that's not my nick on that.
I can feel that from here. Feel it?
Can't feel it. Do it again. I felt it over.
Too much.
Go through it, Chris. Wow, that is quite a thick plate.
Yeah, you can see a lot of people who stood there and jumped on it because it's bowed in the middle.
Yeah.
It's probably just me.
So I'm assuming that's a breather pipe for the tank.
Yeah.
So there's no hole in it, it's all been sealed up, is it?
All been sealed up, but I'll show you the little hole that you can
Look down.
see down.
Cool.
Kind of see down.
Right.
Something a bit bigger.
You've got a wall there, that's crazy.
Oh, hang on, are we looking through the water to the bottom of the tank there? Or
Oh yeah, we are, yeah.
Is that clear?
It is, yeah. Hello! Whoop. Oh, I'd love to have a look in there.
I got this massive brick.
Is that all you got? Right.
Oh, hang on, let's get her back.
Right, go on then.
Hear the echo on that?
Yeah.
It's not huge. Right, there we go.
Oh.
Don't really think you can see that.
No, I was hoping for a bigger splash.
It didn't help you didn't move the cobweb. You dropped the stick down rather than. What other camera you got? You got a camera you can fit through the hole?
No.
You know, poke it down and film it.
No.
I'm not doing it with my iPhone.
Go on, do it.
Not with my phone, no.
Get a bit of string.
Have you got a GoPro with you or something?
No. I've got the GoPro with me, but I'm not putting it down there,
Have
mate.
you not got the selfie
You need light, you need
not got
light.
the selfie stick. You could.
Oh yeah, that's true actually, yeah, I haven't got it. Right, here we are, this is one of the fuel tanks, fuel bunkers.
This is far too big to be one of them ones that are over the other side.
I know.
Unless this is more than one. A lot of water on it this time. That's the lowest reading we've had so far over here.
It keeps on fluctuating though. Is that as far as that goes?
No, it does go a bit further.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's got a torch with you.
Put a lot on it, yeah. So it's a GoPro 6 and a video light. One that's...
So Ian's about to lose down a hole.
I ain't gonna lose it. If it does, buy another one, who cares? Buy the
But then
GoPro
we
7.
lose the footage.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah.
We lose the footage. So that's got
It's
to
got a
come
point,
back.
folks.
Right. I'm going to leave those there.
So Ian, what are you doing with your stick?
So I set this up last night. It's got a light on it and a GoPro. We're sticking it down into the fuel bunk because it's got a hole there. I don't know if you want to show the folks that. That goes down into the bunker.
And we want to see what's inside.
Indeed.
Otherwise it would be no fun.
Can you get on your phone what you're recording
No.
down there? You can't.
Oh, I could actually. Let's have a look.
See, I can see my face at the bottom and that looks bloody deep.
So it'd be interesting to see over there, to see what machinery, and obviously it's got to be an access into it, like a ladder.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Will you make it smaller?
I need to sort something out on it. We're going to put this down inside this fuel tank because this is the only way you can see inside it because it's all sealed up. So let's do it, folks. Make sure it's all on. Don't want to lose the GoPro 6, do we?
It's going to end up in the tank.
No, it's not.
The lights. Oh, the light
We
is on.
want to see the footage.
Right.
Are you putting the camera down and then chucking stones down after it?
Right, go on then, Chris. Wherever. Just chuck it straight down. I hope it comes out really well. Pop it open. Yeah. Don't fall through it. I don't think that does anything. That does. Oh yeah, that does. Look!
While that's just clicking away down there.
Yeah, well, I was clicking
It's
away.
like we're doing nuclear tests with rods. Right, so if we turn that off.
Right, you got to film our reactions now when we watch this back.
Oh, before we do this, I want to turn the brightness up. How do we get back?
It'll be night time by the time we sorted this out.
That's alright. Right, so don't buy GoPros, they're rubbish.
Unless you work for GoPro, then send us some and we'll say they're wonderful.
Yeah. Right, so what one was it? That one?
Okay.
Oh, it is upside down.
Ooh.
3 and 4s.
Okay.
Is it big?
It is, it's all got pillars in there. I think we try and...
I think we're only going to get a true perspective if we're out of the sunlight, so we can actually see it in the
Yeah.
dark.
We'll do some more filming of it.
Yeah, that's good. So there all seems to be sort of reinforcing pillars, isn't there, all the way along? Probably to hold all this concrete up.
Yeah.
So is this one big tank all the way to the other side
Looks
there?
like it.
Wow.
So yes, it's already been put away because Chris wasn't recording, folks. Right, so yes, we've got some footage of underneath this lot. It's quite amazing, seeing the size of this thing. It actually goes right out. Like that. So yes, 4K resolution as well as 1080p and all that stuff. We've done it in multiple angles. And it's going to be interesting to look back at this on the computer. Send you some pictures.
Very interesting.
And video, obviously.
I'm itching to see it.
What, do we want to go over here and look at the buildings where there was a
we
building
will.
around it?
Geiger counters, 17 CPM, and the 1980s one has not gone up at all. But it's interesting, folks.
As we can see here.
And Chris has marked it down on the piece of paper. We're going around Greenham Common, getting the readings of radioactivity.
Ian is going to jog around it later and see if we get any more readings.
Right. Okay. What was you saying?
So I'm trying to poke that in there, but that's not going to work.
What, a shed would have been round this?
No.
Well, no, we've just figured out, I don't know why we didn't do it last time, but yeah, it was obviously, there was some built brick structure that was housing this equipment here.
You also
and also on the other one.
You've got that bitumen waterproofing and stuff. Yeah. So there would have been a sort of building over the top to keep the equipment dry.
Yeah. That's amazing though.
And it's the same with the other one there.
That's got handle in it to lift it out.
Yeah. The one over there, I don't know if that lump of concrete would actually be like a step in. Obviously they knocked the building off the top. It's quite surprising really, they haven't taken the building off and tucked it in it.
It is weird that, like you say, they haven't sort of got rid of this one.
You can see the concrete round it.
Yeah.
And maybe even, looking at that now. Oh, I don't know what that, no. That's a generator brace, isn't it? Because the walls here, yeah. Look, you can see the cut-offs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So that would have had something on it.
Oh no,
I'm
this.
just wondering if they would have been pumps put on there.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Look at the stainless steel bolts, the way they still look as new as the day they were put in.
Oh, your shoes waterproof then? No?
They are, certainly.
Well, these wellies ain't.
Oh, look at
It's
that.
If
crazy.
you look after your leather boots, they'll look after you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's got a plaque on it.
I'll get a picture of that. Do you not knock that in a puddle?
Ah, it's alright, it's waterproof. Wow. Do not dry pump, run the pump.
Do not dry run the pump.
Yeah.
There's another plate on there, but someone's ripped it off.
And these have got little caps on them.
So I'm assuming that was the vent pipe
Yeah.
for fumes.
Oh, you know what that bit is, don't you?
What?
Look. Any guesses yet?
The roof.
Well done.
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
That would be part of the roof.
So hang on. So it would have gone there, looking.
There. Yeah, because
So
that's
the top there, just
Look,
below the vent there.
that bit, and go up in there to make it waterproof. So that's how high it would have been.
Wow.
So there
So-
would have only been the top bit poking out of the top.
So we've actually just, yeah. This was all. Why did they
So
destroy the building?
You could have had quite sizable machinery, or pumps on top of these. It's could have been quite big, couldn't they?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Look at that. I'm not even going to risk it.
I sort of thought that really. I don't want to spend tomorrow with wet feet.
I've got spare socks.
I have never tested these. I don't really wish to. Little puddles are fine.
Oh come on!
It certainly shows the size. There's Ben and Chris in the distance there. Underneath this concrete is the massive tank. That's absolutely crazy.
Seen this side before because obviously I've already walked there.
Yeah.
Walked straight past it, so.
Right. So basically, folks, we found on the other side of the fuel tank, we found another opening. So we're gonna get the camera down this one as well. So we've got two sides of the actual tank, which is, we can't miss this. We, you know.
It sort of turns out between the three of us we didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on the way to Greenham Common's former baseball pitch. The seating area and scoreboard is original, dated around the 1980s.
Little water tower again. You recognise where we are?
Yeah.
Oh, we can park just up here down here.
Jesus, folks.
How far down to...
It's just here, Chris, just park on the right end.
Right, so at Greenham Common now, folks. I'm going to check out the US baseball location for the army base. This actually looks 100% American, doesn't it, this thing?
Yeah, it does. Very American.
That's crazy. So the US put that there.
Oh, that's a bit slippery.
Chris is going to stack it.
If anyone's going to stack it, it's going to be me because I've got slippery boots on.
It is, isn't it? Showing it, the wood showing its age.
Yeah. You'd think they would give it a bit of a scrub, wouldn't you?
Good view though.
Let's go up here then.
Careful.
That is really slippery.
You've got wellies on.
That's stupid slip. Yeah, I've got walking boots on, they're even worse.
So they used to watch the game from here, folks. Now it's a football pitch, but it was baseball. There is archive footage of them playing in there, I think, as well.
I think there is, yeah. I've just noticed something though. I wonder if this has been repositioned.
Because it only faces half the field.
Well, yeah, not only that, but look at the scoreboard, you can't even see it.
Yeah, scoreboard's over here. Have a look at that in a minute. It's there.
So if you're sat here, you're not going to be able to see the scoreboard, so this might have been moved at some point.
Yeah, it's true.
Because what this essentially just looks like a metal frame with wooden planks on it, doesn't it? Scaffolding planks.
Yeah, because I was just... it's a bit at the... It's very one way, isn't it?
Yeah.
As well.
So it looks like it could have theoretically been just picked up by a crane and moved.
Yeah.
Which is what they probably did if it was in the way when they came to make this football field here.
I don't know how big a baseball pitch is.
Neither do I.
Have a sit down and see what it looks like.
No. That's it. That's how it's done. It's quite cool. Do you feel American now?
Certainly do, mate.
Well, to all the American fans that are watching this, which I hope there are plenty of, I hope you enjoy this.
Yeah.
It brings back some memories.
American made. Proper.
So I know of a lot of ex-servicemen, women, they went back home after the base shut.
Yeah.
So it would be good
So that
to,
people watching this film may well have relations that were here.
Yeah.
Greenham Common, folks. Real history. Right. Let's go and look at that scoreboard then. You want me to take the camera?
Go.
Yeah, it's a simple design, isn't it?
I'm just wondering if this was. I don't know the American counterpart, but like Royal Engineers maybe fabricated this.
Yeah,
So it looks pretty simple, doesn't it?
it does, yeah. Bit of welding, bit of bolting.
The year of it, I don't know. I highly doubt you're going to find a stamp anywhere on anything on it.
There it is, scoreboard. It looks a bit different, it looks like it's been touched up.
I think it's been repainted over the years, yeah.
Yeah, but what do you notice about it? You know how good its condition it is and no one's wrecked it or put graffiti on it. Or,
Yeah.
Which is good, good start. Well, I say that, and these look relatively new. So the scoreboard would be original, but the RSJs look rather new to me. What do you think?
I'm not sure. The picture I see of it, it looks sort of older than it is. Like you say, it could be done, retouched up with paint and that, but
I mean, the top bit's knocked around and patched up enough to be original.
we'll have to have a look at some photos.
And can anyone that was based here back in the day, can anyone tell us if this scoreboard was electrical?
I was thinking.
So I can see what look like electrical vents in the back panel here.
Yeah,
So maybe there were lights behind it.
yeah.
So that'd be interesting to know if it was actually electrical and it lit up. There's obviously gaps there.
I was
They've riveted.
Do you know,
pipes
I
over
was.
it.
This is exactly what I was thinking.
So behind those plates there would have been numbers or letters or whatever.
Yeah, but you'd either have to climb up there to change it.
So there would have been a platform here, look.
Yeah.
So on this bit, there
Yeah.
would have been bolted a platform there,
Yeah.
and then some steps leading up to it.
Yeah, but maybe at some point it's been changed later on. Because there's, like you said, there's air vents in the back, and there's like inspection bits. I'd have said it was electric.
Yeah.
Or at some point in its life.
They might have been updated. They might have updated
You know
it.
what I mean? So you'd had like a bit of like an LED screen sort of thing,
Yeah.
with the number comes up. LED was the first one that came up.
Yeah.
Do you know, that could be original, because the more I look at it, have you seen in the... It's possibly been sandblasted or something. Because you can see where the rust is eating into bits, like down the front here. Look there.
Yeah.
And the random holes.
If anyone also knows.
And the
what-
look at the rust in there, between these two, where it's the rust has forced it apart. I wonder at some point if the sign's been down and they maybe sandblasted it, painted it well.
Possibly. Checked it back
It
up.
took me maybe even tidied the sign up. Because you can see all bits of it look like tape or something, don't they, over letters.
Amazing.
It's a lot bigger than it. You know, it's a lot bigger than it looks as well, actually.
Isn't it?
So I'm just wondering if the.
The seating
I'm just
started
wondering
over
if
this
that
way.
was over here
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, because baseball pitches ain't that big, are they? Not really.
But even if it was at an angle over here, so you'd see that and the sign all in the...
Yeah.
Would that have been all the seating, or would they have had more? Is that...
To be honest, I don't know.
Have they
But
just
how
saved,
many
like-
people do you think you get on there? 15 people to a row? How many rows? 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
probably.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows there?
Yeah. Amazing. So yes, that's the scoreboard. These buildings over here, folks, are marriage quarters. The Americans built. Greenham Close. Thames Valley Police. Oh, Robles. Thames Valley.
Right, so where we're at now, so Mill Hall, formerly Greenham Lodge, I believe was the officers' mess.
Greenham Lodge was built for Lord of the Manor of Greenham, Lloyd Baxendale, by architect Richard Norman Shaw in 1881. It was sold in 1938 and then used in the Second World War as an officers' mess. On the 5th of June 1944, the night before D-Day, President Eisenhower's personal driver reportedly tried to drive a jeep full of intoxicated soldiers up the main stairs. To this day, the tyre marks can still be seen on the main staircase. From 1948 to 1953, Greenham Lodge became a school for the first time and was called Carmel College. In 1954, the house became a club for the United States Air Force officers stationed at Greenham Common. It continued in this role throughout the Cold War period until the closure of the base in 1992.
That's quite an impressive building.
Yes,
That is.
it is. And I believe now it says Mary
It's a
House
primary school.
I think it's a school for the hearing impaired.
Oh right,
So
notice
it has to. It's.
that's an amazing building. Look at the chimneys on it. Let's step over here.
It's really nice.
Looks a bit Tudor. I think we should have a look at that fence over there.
Let's go look at that.
Yeah. The fence is possibly. There's a slight chance it could be World War II, wouldn't it? Or it's more likely to be.
World War II, but it's most definitely 100% Cold War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these little artefacts, folks, you've got to see these things. Got to see them to believe them.
Obviously, Greenham Common was a different place back in when was it? 39, 40, 41 to 45.
Yeah.
Until the Americans took over, and then the whole area around here had just completely changed.
Yeah. So yeah. Americans might have put that up.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Hang on a minute. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because there's one entrance there, and this is like a compound, and it's completely flat. Could be tennis courts or a small football field or soccer, as the Americans would call it.
Yeah.
It's something, wouldn't it?
That just looks a bit flat to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah. Definitely. Especially because like that, it drops away, doesn't it?
Yeah, it drops away. We've got a gate there. It goes into the back of there. I've not noticed this before. But yeah, it's completely fenced off. Like.
Yeah.
If anyone knows what this was,
Leave it in your comment section, folks.
There's a lot of, if anybody knows.
Yes, there is.
So what's in here then? Got barbed wire and all sorts. Golf course.
Because that's what it looks like, there's a hole there.
There is a golf course. You've got Crookham Golf Course. I think it's called Crookham.
There's a golf flag there.
Right.
So it's a golf course.
People playing golf over there. Need one of them air horns.
That would be funny actually, wouldn't it? My feet are wet.
Are they wet? Oh bless.
Oh, looks like a punch bowl, as I call them.
A lot of barbed wire around there.
Yeah, it's changed so much.
Could this be school related? Or do you reckon it could still be Greenham related and
I don't. It could be both because remember that was Officers' Mess, wasn't it?
oh yeah.
Well, should we have a look?
And so it could be something like tennis courts and that.
Yeah. I mean, it
Something
just
a
looks
bit
very conveniently flat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it looks the same. You probably get what 2 tennis courts in here, if I was being optimistic.
Yeah.
So, and with the building there, obviously now it's a school, but with the building there being the old Officers' Mess,
That's quite an impressive school though.
it is, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a bit.
So look at the size of that.
That's pretty old. So I would put that out there. But it's an American style bin. And it's pretty old.
If anyone wrote D1826 on it, please let us know. Familiar to you? Off the
Top of the fences.
yeah, it's off the
Yeah.
off the perimeter fences. It looks like the same stuff.
Yeah.
Could
So
well have
I
been
wonder if
recycled
it's-
from somewhere, couldn't it?
Yeah, that looks very strikingly like the one from the perimeter fence. In that like circle,
Yeah.
however it's called, I don't know.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Barbed wire rolls.
I love all that barbed wire and this big hole underneath the time for
But then again, some of those look new. So I don't know.
I don't know, stainless.
It's weird, isn't it? Like you said, you've got that big flat area, and then you've got the big old dip, and then you've got the golf course.
Yeah.
There's another sort of flattish area. I wonder what the idea behind the big dip is. Is
I've had something stored there.
is that just where they've dragged up the soil from to level it out?
Possibly. And if you look in the grand scheme of things as well, if you actually look at these trees, they wouldn't have been there back in the day either.
No.
No.
So there would have been nothing here.
Cool.
But a lot
Right.
changed. A lot has changed.
The water tower was built between 1985 and 1986 to supply the servicemen and women of the 501st Tactical Missile Wing. It holds 700 cubic meters of water and is known locally as the wine glass.
You know, you got the force of all that water pressure pressing down just on that bit in the middle.
Yeah.
So that has got to be super strong. Just to hold the weight of the unit itself, let alone the water that's inside it.
Yeah. Can see the door, Chris, see if it's open.
No.
Ain't it? So obviously if the door's open, folks, we'll take a little peek. Yeah, because it's open. It shows you a bit of the height of it. Pretty high. Original path to it.
Cable TV. They're going to put
Some form of security going on there.
thingy on top.
Madness. Just found something. It wasn't here last time we was here.
Cable TV, and it comes. You've got a pipe going through here, look. And then you pull that through. They'll attach the wire to the end of it and put it through the rope.
Yeah. So that's brand new.
Brand new.
That is new. So that's a couple of months old. New.
So that's going to be something to be attached to the top of that. What's in it? CATV.
Cable TV, isn't it?
Oh right.
That's as good as. It's also. I can't remember what it looked like last time. But these are relatively new looking locks. Because you can see around it when people have attacked it over the years. Shiny new lock.
They do look shiny.
Oh, someone's pulled the electric
Bye-bye.
clopper, folks.
It's climbed often, isn't it?
Is the door open?
Yeah, it's open when you walk in. No, it's not. It's got nice shiny new locks on it. Probably the local youths have tried it.
It's a shame they haven't opened it up for us.
Yeah.
The conductor there, taken from here, just ripped it. Wow, yeah. So would this had anything to do with the Greenham Common airfield?
Okay, it did. So this water tower, if we can't see it now because there's concrete trees right behind us, but all this area down here now, Pigeons Farm area, is where the marine quarters were.
Right.
So this would have fed the base and marine quarters down here. All these behind you are new. That's way after. Is it still in use?
I believe it is. Would this feed the new estate?
I believe it is. I believe it does feed this area. Yes.
You know what I've just realised? Look up there. Someone attached this light to there.
All right.
Look.
It's not flush, is it? Go.
That wouldn't be fun to do. That's because it's been pulled off.
Yeah, no, but you can see, if you look, you can see
It's
where
been
it was
pulled off.
attached to the wall,
Yeah.
so where they've pulled it down, it's come away at that
but
point.
like this bit you can do with the ladder, but going up there, that isn't going to be a fun job, is it? I wouldn't want to be up there.
It's like a UFO, isn't it, on top?
It must have some serious strength in this base to hold that up.
There's another rod. Lightning conductor.
I don't think we noticed this time. But there must have been some electrical
In the
panel with
tank
lights
low,
on.
in the tank
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, so it looks like there was electrical panel with lights in there. Maybe. 'Cause there's a conduit for it. Hang on. Look, there's something else there. You can see the outline of it. So there was another one.
Inner toe effing
And
empty.
maybe another one.
Right, ready?
No, something else. That says inner tank. Is there more than one tank then? Wouldn't it just say tank?
What, an outer tank does it say?
It says inner tank.
Well, inner tank's the top one, isn't it? The biggest one.
Yeah, it says inner tank low, inner tank high. So
Yeah.
it's just
Why not just put tank? If there's only one tank. Just put it out there.
Chuck it out there, folks, see what you think.
If anyone has a water tower fetish, please let us know.
I'll tell you actually though, from here that'd probably make quite a good picture.
It is. Get your phone out.
Ain't got it.
So have a go at Chris there, because he's never got any phones on him to take pictures.
I'll take a picture. It'll be on Instagram before this goes out.
Next week, a crash at RAF Greenham Common in 1958 that sparked controversy even to this day. Greenham Common's alleged nuclear disaster. At 4:25 p.m. on February the 28th, 1958, when a grounded American B-47 bomber loaded with its nuclear weapon caught fire. This happened after another B-47 flying overhead developed problems shortly after takeoff and jettisoned its two 1,700-gallon external fuel tanks. They missed their designated safe impact area, and one hit a hangar while the other one struck the ground 65 feet behind a parked B-47, igniting on impact and engulfing the plane. The nuclear bomb burned, releasing deadly uranium and plutonium oxide powder over an area of several miles. The conventional explosive in the warhead exploded, helping to scatter the very fine uranium and plutonium particles. Because of the very high magnesium content in both the aircraft and its payload, it burned very vigorously. In fact, the aircraft was simply allowed to burn out because it was impossible to extinguish the magnesium. The fire was still smouldering 5 days later, the heat reaching temperatures as high as 1000 degrees C. A number of service personnel were killed and injured in the accident. A board of officers were appointed to investigate the accident. Their findings are still secret to this day. It is not known what happened to the wreckage of the plane or the bomb. Rightio then, folks. So, a new thing we're going to be doing today. We've got two Geiger counters with us. There was supposed to be an incident in the late 50s with planes and stuff like that, and there's an alleged atomic bomb and loads of radiation being spread across Greenham Common and stuff like that, wasn't there?
Apparently so.
And-
we had a plane came into land, and apparently it struck a stationary plane holding nuclear material on the north taxiway, I believe.
Yeah.
It's what all the theories going around as. Obviously, that went up in flames. It took days to put out because of the nature of it.
Yeah.
So it'd just be interesting to see because the information we get on the internet says that the government and the local council found no trace of any radiation anywhere.
Right.
So,
Means we won't.
We've got two Geiger counters. Geiger counter from the 1980s, late 70s, and we've also got a newer Geiger counter that they use in Chernobyl. So the one I've got in my pocket picks up radiation levels that are not bad for you, but it's still saying there's background radiation that's everywhere. Also, be interested to see if it gets into the medium or extremely high.
so
But the 1980s one, what is that reading at the moment? 0, folks. So this is going to pick out proper fallout for. I believe that was probably handed out to fire brigades and police and all that stuff. Possibly, I'm not 100% sure on that, but that is a proper.
Or it was designed to not really show readings,
Yeah, just to.
make people feel better.
Yeah.
Basically, all the batteries do is light up the display that says 00.
But it does. It's doing something because the decimal point is actually
yeah,
flashing.
so it's obviously it's taking a reading every second there by the
Yeah.
looks of it.
Yeah.
So it's got a 1 second refresh rate on it.
Right.
So the plan is to take these two around to all the locations that we're going to do at Greenham Common and see if there's actually any what we call spikes,
Yeah.
and actually see if there is anything. But I'm hoping that there is going to be, especially at Gamma.
Yeah.
But we can only go and see, can't we?
So where we're going to go first? We're going to go to the baseball grounds and test it from the seating area. So yeah, let's go.
I'm expecting it to go up to. I really want it to go up to orange.
Yeah, I do.
I really do want it to. I really want to see an orange.
So at the moment we're at 11 CPM, which
That's
we've got
17,
So it's going up and
15,
down.
16, 15.
So between 5 and 50, it's normal background, no action required, folks. So this is the baseball pitch of Greenham Common, which looks pretty okay. And obviously the 1980s one, we're at 0 as well. Yeah.
So we're looking at CPM. So yeah, so we're in green. Normal background, no action needed.
Damn.
So I really do want to see a medium level. I really do.
Down here.
Right, yeah, but we're on the edge, aren't we? So we're probably nowhere near the disaster area.
Leave the area ASAP and find out why. I like that.
Well, after you've left.
Find
Phone the
out why.
government. Phone the government, folks.
No, nothing going on here, folks.
My Geiger counter's saying that we need to extremely high radiation levels to evacuate immediately. Report to the government. Holy Jesus. So yeah, we're at 11, between 17 and 11 here. So that's not a problem, folks. Chris is going to write that down on a bit of paper.
Throws it at me.
Wherever the pen is, there it is. Right. So put baseball pitch.
And then what I'll do is I'll chuck off a printout of the area and I'll just circle where we've been.
Yeah.
Just so you got an idea of
19, 20.
Wow, it's going up, folks.
22. That's the highest it's gone yet. 23.
Ooh.
Oh, 4.
What's happening here? Oh.
Does that mean something?
I was getting excited then.
Does that mean someone around here is turning their microwave on or something?
Yeah, possibly.
Right, so change that then. So change that. What do you reckon? So what do you reckon it's up to? It's done 24, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
If we put an
24.
average and then put a peak of 24. So we'll call it 15 and then put a peak of 24.
11 to 17, which is what you originally said.
Yeah, and then a peak
And
of
then
24. Yeah.
Right,
So
I
that's
think
what
that's
it
probably how
peaks
much
up
we're going to get, folks. Right, so 1980s,
Let's move on to the next.
next location.
Don't put that away yet.
Let's keep it going.
Let's go and do it next to the water tower.
It's just for fun, folks. We're going to try take some readings round the water tower. What's it saying, Chris?
14. Interesting is when Ian gets closer, 17, 18.
I've none of that talk.
Again,
I'm irradiated.
Okay, do you want to chuck yourself in the back and I'll sit in the front?
I'm not sure.
All right. That one's saying nothing.
Still 0.
0, 1980s one.
0. Just to be precise.
It doesn't go up when it gets to your head either.
I'll put it in the suit then.
To be fair, the nature of this one, I don't think we're going to get anything come up on this one.
Maybe near Gamma buildings.
Possibly, we might get a 0.1 or a 0.2.
Right.
So what I was was initially going to say was, when it just went down then, considering the readings that we had sat over there, if you got servicemen and women that were working with nuclear material on the base and then go for a bit of R&R and play a bit of baseball, you can have a higher than normal reading over where they're all sat, aren't you?
Right. Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
They're going to be carrying
If you
radiation.
do a left here.
But surely though, the weapons and stuff would be stored in such a way that they would only be radioactive once they were set off, wouldn't they?
True. If only cats had a phone.
That's already quite. It's slightly worrying listening to the tick tick tick, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets excitement.
It's waiting for it to go tick 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 tick.
Hopefully the barrier should be up. Oh yeah, fence line there. Missed it.
Oh,
There,
yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
There, all there, look.
We've come down from.
Yeah, have a look at that.
So that's what you was kind of asking last night, wasn't it? It's
Yeah.
only original. So yeah, we can nip out and have a look. It's all the original fence there. That's good, it's up. Thanks.
Which right?
Just bear out to the left here.
Right. So we come to the.
We're out to get the actual perimeter fence.
Right. Oh right.
Or the outer one anyway, I'm not sure what this is.
Looks original. So we thought we'd come down and have a look at the perimeter fence of Greenham Common. One of them.
You know what I reckon that might be? Oh, I might reckon that's a water pumping station. Just one like I've never seen before though.
That looks sort of original over there.
Someone's look at the door itself.
What is it?
Definitely water. Smells a little bit more like wastewater than fresh water.
Okay, so it might be a waste pumping station. Okay.
Let's just say I don't think the restaurant will be using that to make tea with.
Sort of thinking about all the peace women and stuff like that would have been camping around all these locations, breaking into the base and stuff like that.
Swinging from trees.
Yeah, through these fences. It's mad, isn't it? In the early 80s, mid 80s, wasn't it? Crazy. Should we follow this around a little bit?
Yeah.
You see the fences are over there still as well, without the.
That's what I was on about, isn't it?
So I wonder if this was maybe a small reservoir.
Yeah.
If you got what you say in that little compound there, then this may have been a reservoir.
That looks a tad moist down there.
You going down there?
Yeah, run down there. And
You
see-
go down
see
there.
What if it's muddy?
Go on.
No.
No.
This is it. Oh yeah.
Now we've got to go over there.
We haven't. It's just gonna. We'll just put it down to water.
You can see there's a giant pipe going into it there, so something like that.
What about drainage? It's dug out, and it's drainage for somewhere else, off the runway or something like that.
Damn it!
You alright?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going down there, folks.
Drainage.
If you look also, there's
Big metal grill at the top.
do you know what I reckon that actually is? Right, you get a lot of these up north for the reservoirs that you get. I reckon this was a reservoir, and that's an overflow for it, because you've got the grill on the top there, so once the water goes over the top, it's going to go down into a pipe and off somewhere else.
So,
So this won't flood.
right, I'm going down there.
That's what I think that might be. I could be completely wrong, but just going by the knowledge I have of reservoirs.
It's very gravelly.
Careful.
It is. It's concrete. Yeah.
Yeah, but it still could be a man-made reservoir. I could be completely wrong, but just looking at the clues there, I reckon it could well be.
As the outer pipe here comes out as well, this side. The pipe comes out this side. Great on the inside. Old though, look at the brickwork around it.
Yeah, exactly.
That pipe don't come out the other end, does it?
It does, it's got a little cage on it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. But it's not deep at all, it's just... That's it. It's got manhole, like ladder thing that goes down. But that's about it. What are your thoughts now?
You shut it off at the front.
You can't, there's nothing on it, it's just open.
I think I'm going to still go with my original one.
I reckon it's some sort of reservoir. What readings we got down here? 18, 19, 20, 20 down here, 21. We're still in normal background, folks.
That's the only thing with military sites. When they're in use, they are looked after.
We're in the 20s down here, so it's a bit higher.
Huh? Really?
20, 23.
You want to mark that one down?
Yeah, put reservoir near...
Control tower reservoir.
You've got the piece of paper.
Yeah, so if we're saying we've got higher readings there, and if we assume that this here is, what did you say, Chris, a runoff?
I reckon
maybe a
it's like
runoff
surface
reservoir?
water runoff.
Yeah, surface
Right.
water runoff. So, if there was that alleged incident back in the day, think about all that foam and all that water that they used to put it out over the course of what, 2-3 days, I think it was.
It's gonna be drained
so
away.
where's all that water going to go? Because it's just
Yeah.
going to soak into the
Straight in
ground.
the water table, in other words.
So if we're saying that down there, because how far's that down? Would you say 10, 15 feet?
Yeah.
So if we're saying that that's 10, 15 feet down, and we had maybe radioactive water pouring into there, I don't know, just chucking it out there.
Yeah, it's interesting, it's higher
Just saying
readings.
with the higher readings.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird being higher reading down there than it is up here.
Could be completely wrong. I don't know. But,
Someone might turn around and say there might be some reason why it's higher.
It is still in the background radiation levels, but...
We're just monitoring
Bit
to
higher.
see where's higher,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's probably, it may well all be safe, but it would be interesting if it's higher when you get closer.
I want it to be higher.
Yeah.
Right, let's
Sort of
go.
all want the site to be dangerous, don't they?
Oh,
They're for lifting in front of the gate.
right. So to stop anyone from getting in.
Yeah.
Or ramming it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just strikes me why they're so tall, because surely if something hit that hard enough, it would just fall over.
Yeah.
Not to say that they'll still be able to drive over it, but
So these would have gone
Or at a
across...
staggered sort of angle,
yeah, possibly.
because you could shoot from behind them.
So that would have gone across the whole road? This was...
there would have been more than that.
It's more over there.
There's well, over there. I've never seen these before.
I'm sure there was somewhere else on site we found these last time.
Suitcase
Like
there?
one of the warehouses or something, isn't it? This was the two there?
Bit dodgy, folks. What's going on here? Yeah, it's two. And this one's got the paint on it still. Yeah, black and yellow. Wow.
Is it worth walking in there to look at the paint?
You can actually probably walk round, actually.
Alright.
Let's have a look. Oh wow, it's painted on it. There's three. There's and there's writing on it. Wow. Golden gems. Blockades to stop those peace protesters, folks.
Oh well, yes.
And there's writing. Full TRC.
Huh?
Is it full TRC?
Three?
Yeah, I said three. Yeah.
I thought you said two.
Oh, so my thing was.
So if you ram that, that's
we've
under
got-
that's under your vehicle.
Yeah.
Look at
So
that.
there is a base. I was just wondering. That was the other one because obviously you can see it.
I like the yellow.
We've got the orange as well. They painted or?
Yeah.
Is that just rust or have they been painted?
Looks like it's been painted over yellow. Here.
That's. Oh look. There's a chain here as well. Look.
Wow.
I like that.
It's good to see the paint. See, it's just in the bushes, you can't see it. This should be like sort of cut back and little plaque here. It looks like 40 RC. On this, it's got the same.
P.
Is it a P? Oh, it's dot P.
4 CPC.
I wonder if there's any more, folks.
Yeah.
12, still 12.
The blocks are different shape.
Are they?
On the inside, you've got the protection bit.
So you got this on this side, but it's not the same on the other side. If you look down the back here, you've only got what looks like a little ledge.
Oh yeah, I see.
See that? So you've only got a little ledge that side.
Yeah.
But I can't see any eyelets on that one, so.
That's a bit weird. It could be easily pushed over, to be honest.
Well, that's what I was.
That's would be the inside, wouldn't it? I reckon. Be the big bit. So
Right.
the other side, you'd only have a small bit.
Yeah, but
So if you rammed it, it wouldn't go over.
Yeah, but if you got the yellow and black on that side of the concrete as opposed to the other side, wouldn't that be on the outside?
Yeah.
Would make sense.
Chuck it out there, folks.
And what's the chain for? Don't chain them down, do they?
Maybe move them into place.
No, but that they would have been picked up with a forklift or a crane or something.
So, to be honest, there's probably loads of...
The other one's black and yellow on it as well.
Yeah, can't get. That's the last one, I think.
Yeah.
Be interested to see if there's any women protesters out there. There will be. There's thousands of women, isn't there, that's doing this protest. So leave a comment.
Do you remember chaining yourself to one of these?
Yeah, we'd like to hear your stories.
These bushes are spiky.
They are. Yeah, radiation levels.
Anything on top of them?
Back entrance of Greenham Common towards the control tower.
The north entrance to be
The north gate.
I don't know if it has or it hasn't, but that one's got the two forklift things at the bottom there. You just drive a fork truck in, lift it up.
Yeah.
Maybe they're all like that, we just didn't notice.
Yeah, just drive straight in with that.
Forklift.
Yeah, it's the same.
So the back of those ones we saw a minute
Back
ago.
of it on that ledge, yeah. So we've got two holes, couldn't see that on the others.
Barricades for the women protesters. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is.
And it's painted as well.
There's a paint over there.
Is it? A little bit. Yeah, it looks.
No,
Or is that just rock?
No, that might just be. No, that's not painted.
Rock.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's a tank over there.
Looks like a barricade of some sort.
What the hell would that be?
Is that not just like a smaller barricade for a smaller gate?
I don't know, but if you actually look at the size of this thing, it's actually quite big. It looks to me like it's been pushed over, or it might just be like, I don't know, but it goes from here all the way up to the fence there. Look at the way it's laid down.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Do you have to fall them over, do you reckon?
That's what I'm thinking.
It's like it goes right back over to the gate.
Yeah.
Proper solid.
More than likely reinforced as well.
Yeah. Another.
It's slightly different. It's bigger, longer.
See, I don't think they're pole stores. I don't think they're pole stores.
They look like underground tanks, don't they?
Yeah.
They've been dug up.
It might have been fuel for vehicles or something like that.
Yeah, well, that just sprung to mind actually. That,
Yeah.
that could well be a good point.
Because obviously aircraft feels different.
Those pole stores down the eastern end, they're gigantic compared to these.
Yeah.
So that would actually make sense. Yeah.
So they would have had a car park, wouldn't they, for the vehicles in the airbase?
Oh yeah.
So they would have been probably all like in one place.
All that would have been down on the south side of the base.
Right.
I would have thought. So you got to remember, all around this area, we've still got a couple of the original buildings here, but there was a few more buildings. Also, all the hard standing was there.
Yeah.
They could have been moved though, couldn't they?
They could have been moved.
Right. Right, should we take some pictures of this bomb? We'll do some more, because I don't think we did take pictures, did we? You don't do that every day, do you?
Just putting this out there, you know, like the concrete platforms outside the gates.
Yeah.
Some military bases have like planes and stuff.
Right.
See the bottom of this? It's got bits bolted to the ground, like it stood up somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Could that not have had a concrete platform it stood on?
It's true. Like saying US airbase.
But if it was used for display only, why has it got a plaque on it? So PATT 0232 523-142. That's a 1.
Because even if you were even if it was for display, wouldn't you still? It would still be.
Short for those. No, they're not going to be dates, are they? Mod record.
Here's the control tower.
Oh, I didn't get. You have to come back to the cafe for next week because I didn't get money out.
They might. Should we see if they take card? In that building there would have been the original generator.
You've got some original pipe work there that they cut
Yeah.
off and shoved out the way. That would originally, I think we worked out originally, it would have gone through that window.
Through that window, yeah. Great, so that would have gone.
At least they didn't cut it.
Because I've got a bit of an attention to detail, I would have wanted to cut 2 holes in that grill and put the pipes back where they got.
Yeah.
So would I.
But this is still there, so these have just took pipes off completely.
True.
See, the ladder's been cut as well. Didn't notice that last time,
I think we did.
did we?
Yeah, pretty sure we did because we were having a good look at that. Oh, building.
Oh.
Are we coming up as well or not?
It doesn't matter, no, if you want to come up. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, there's only the one hanger left now as well.
Wow, that is good, isn't it?
Also the exercise, that's the old American side.
Not this, it's
Yeah, that's been left alone there, that's what I like about it.
It's one of the few things that we left, yeah.
The sign's been removed off that.
Oh yeah. Also the fridge didn't last very long.
See, this is stuff like this. Looks proper Cold War, like style door. There's stuff like this I love. Substation, always caged off.
I do remember finding a few substations last time.
Yeah, quite a few around this base, folks. If you know where to look.
It's lovely and aged.
High voltage.
Guess it's not a substation now, is it? There's nothing left.
Right there then, folks, so we're at the control tower. I'm going to take some readings. Chris got a bit of paper, he's writing it down. And yes, we're at 12 CPM.
And as you can see, we're stood right outside the control tower.
Don't stand in front of this, it makes a difference.
Don't think it does anything, I think it's all pretty much the same.
You never know, the brickwork might be a bit.
$14.16. It's not going up.
No. Okay.
Interesting though. Because I don't know when was the last time someone actually done this. 17, 16, 18.
So what is it, roughly?
Give it an average of what, 16?
We're going up.
It's going up now.
Of course, it's going up, folks.
25. Surely it can't be blowing in the wind, can it?
Yeah, peak of 25, Chris.
Peak of 25 now. No, it's going up. It's 27 now.
Bloody hell, that's
28. You see that for yourself, 28. Right, so it's
Going
a bit
down.
wet.
That's all right.
No, I just did the same thing.
Do you reckon it is blowing in the wind? Because haven't you got that nuclear test facility over the way?
Right, so directly that way, east from us, we got. Don't want to say too much because obviously it's government.
Oh yes,
MOD,
we've got to watch out for
but,
this, folks.
Just,
beep.
yeah. So we have got a
sensitive site.
I don't want to say it.
Yeah, sensitive site, folks, which could be blowing some sort of radiation over here. So 27 peak. Was it 27, 28?
29. 26, wasn't it? Oh, I forget.
So 51. Anything over 51, we're talking something serious.
Close. The closer we get to the site, the higher it is, if that's the case. Because originally, the baseball pitch, we were getting 11, 17-ish, and then it peaked at 24 once. But that's just a spike, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, and then the reservoir, we were getting 20, 23, which is higher than that anyway. Okay, fair enough, it's about the same. And here's 26 and we're closer. So if we go any closer and it goes up...
Let's carry on.
See, the wind's blowing, folks, and it seems to be going up with
I'm
the
assuming
wind.
it has to go into the vent to the back.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Radiation goes through everything.
Penetrates anything, doesn't it?
Except for lead.
Yeah. So it penetrates anything.
So it could be Ian. It could be because Ian walked over there when you went up the brick.
It's nothing to do with me, folk. In May 1960, a group of scientists working at the Atomic Weapons Research Establishment at Aldermaston detected almost by chance highly radioactive readings near the establishment. They used readings taken from the laurel leaves, which are highly accurate indicators of uranium contamination, and discovered that the amount of uranium-235 to the west of Aldermaston was 100 times greater than could be accounted for by the Atomic Weapons Research Establishment's discharges. When plotted, their readings showed hourglass-shaped contours of radioactive contamination centering around the runway at Greenham Common, which at the time was the base of the US Air Force B-47 bombers, on constant reflex alert, loaded with nuclear bombs and ready to fly to the Soviet Union at a few minutes' notice. A secret report on the findings was submitted to Sir William Penny, the head of the UK Atomic Energy Authority, in 1961. The campaign for nuclear disarmament has obtained secret letters written during the investigation and has learned about other official government investigations which confirm that a nuclear accident did indeed occur at Greenham Common. Right then, folks, so we stopped off for a tea.
I'm going to get a lot of backlash from this because anyone who knows me, I'm not going to name the particular person, but him seeing me in this now, if he watches this, I'm going to get some backlash off of that.
Off-road tyres.
Should we open that window up?
Clear it up a bit.
I hope mine as well. Oh, you got the heating on, mate.
Well, this morning it was like minus 20 when you were trying to get me to come out of a nice warm sleeping bag.
Right, let's see what radiation we got, folks.
She opened all the doors.
It'll wake you up.
Okay, so I'm going to do it right here.
You turn it off?
Turning it on.
Alright, because it was beeping all the way through the restaurant. Not the control tower, I thought it was quite good. You go around and it's like beep, 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 it's come.
Yeah.
So do I have to like get the radiation in?
Blow it in, mate. Right, so where are we going now then, Ben?
Right, so we're just going to go and have a look at a little structure that's on the side of the road that I believe is a little semi-sunken, it looks like a little semi-sunken bunker.
Right.
It's only a tiny little thing, I'm not sure what it is, I haven't actually seen it myself, but we'll stop and have a quick look,
Yeah.
see as though we'll be able to see it now because it's not that quite overgrown.
Right. Radiation readers, folks. We're going to be taking this as well. So, right.
So let's go and have a quick look at
Let's
this,
go quick. This is going to be great. This is going to be.
because this is something I've not looked at yet.
What we got here?
There you go, look, Newry District Council.
This is old.
This is old.
Vintage, folks.
Back when it was NDC. These commons are not public property, but public are allowed to access for quiet recreation and relaxation. The commons are managed by Newry District Council by virtue of Section 292 Local Government Act 1972. Bylaws which are shown on the reverse side of this notice exist to protect the commons from damage and unauthorised use and to preserve the amenity for public enjoyment. Okay. So what's on the other side?
Oh wow.
The Commons Act 1899.
It's probably been updated by now.
Yeah, of course it has.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be down there. It's going to be down there, isn't it? That sign's nearly as old as me.
Wow.
So
This is a gem. This should be put in a museum, folks. Here, can you take a picture of that without a shadow in it, Chris? If that's all right.
I was going to do that. Tell you what, the amount of times I've driven past that, I've not actually noticed how old it
Yeah. There it is. This is interesting.
Oh wow.
Wow.
is. That's fresh, aren't they?
Proper.
Oh yeah, look at that.
What is this, folks? A remnants of World War II Greenham.
I think this predates the USAF, so I think this was our own RAF before the Americans took over.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's have a look.
And you only just found this like a few weeks ago.
No, I've always known it was here, I've just never stopped to have a look at it.
That's a concrete floor. There.
So is that it?
That's very low, isn't it?
Okay.
Storage of some kind then. It must.
So what could it have been used for? Okay. Just so you know, what you've got, the roof, is corrugated tin, and then concrete on top of the tin. Okay.
The tin, they support the tin and they pour the concrete, don't they?
Wait, this has gone up a bit. At 19.
There's a hole in it as well at the other end.
Oh right. Might have been a little generator in here.
I haven't got my torch. I don't know what it could have been used for. There's a hole down this end. Yeah, that's tin.
I love
Yeah,
the
the
I love the
concrete
effect.
and the-
Yeah, I
and
love
the
what it
ripples
leaves
there.
behind.
Yeah.
The bottom half of it, without the concrete but on the top, it sort of says like pillboxy, doesn't it?
Isn't it a nice little sleeping area actually? It's quite cosy.
Yeah, sweep it out, it'll be alright.
Yeah, you sweep it out, put a couple
You
of...
can sleep in it tonight then, yeah?
Sleeping bags, folks.
There you go.
A couple of dark fruits.
Actually on location.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. It's basically the same as sleeping in the van, really.
Just putting it out there though, from where you're sitting, if you look straight across there, you do hit the road.
Yeah, and
And there is a cutout there.
Then you've only got that little cutout there. So, yeah, I see what you're saying, but...
So why wouldn't you build a
Don't know.
pillbox if you was going to use it for observation? You'd build the whole
why so
pillbox.
low? Dig a deeper hole and make it a bit higher, surely.
Yeah, because you want to be able to stand, you don't want to be
Yeah,
like...
this is standing up,
you
folks.
you can't do this sort
So raining rust.
of moss.
Yeah, cut out straight ahead.
And this is banked up round it, so it's to be hidden.
You see the cars in the distance. Yeah.
And it banks, yeah, so it banks down as well, so... Just the one down the place. That's all that I've ever known. I don't know if anybody's found it, or if there are any more. I don't know. But I only spotted that one because it's fairly visible from the road. So
Yeah. So there could be more
See what I
about
mean though, about like from here, you have, even from standing outside that and over that wall, you've got quite a good lookout.
Yeah,
But
there is a good
I
look
don't
out, but
understand the height.
It's a very limited one, though.
So, yes, chucking out there, folks. If you know any more information about this type of weird World War II defensive position, if it is, then put it in the comment section. Thought Chris was going to say something then. Right, so now we're going to the aircraft fuel storage bunker.
Petroleum oil lubricant,
Right.
or aka just aviation fuel.
Yeah.
If it's called that, does it lubricate things as well as fuel the vehicle? Does it do everything?
I don't know, because I don't have a clue how avionics works.
No, neither do I. But I was just thinking the way you said about lubricant, it would act like it works as a sort of oil as well.
Was it 1991? A leak was formed, and it polluted to like.
I think it was around then, yeah.
Before the base shut down and the Americans moved out.
Yeah, they did find a leak in one of them.
But I'd be very surprised if they didn't, if it hadn't been leaking for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Personally.
So they own the land, didn't they?
So we're going to dump it next to that silver car there, right next to the gate. Done. We should be able to. Oh, hang on. That's new.
Ah, that's the car park. That's
That
right.
is, yeah, there's a car park anyway, but that's new.
Emergency vehicle access.
Yeah, that is new. That wasn't there.
Right, that's us, isn't it? We're emergency vehicle.
Yeah.
Straight
it's
in.
not the puddle though, yeah.
You go behind that silk car over there.
Well, right, that's miles away. We'll stick it here, look.
Miles away.
Look, the bound for the Pole Store's right here, right in front of us there. Look, you see it?
Where would the fence have been?
Just to get a perspective, let's get Google Earth out, right, so we can see.
Can we not stand in the middle of the road, though?
Let's get the old satellite on, so as we can see, right, we're right here. We're stood right on that corner, as you can see, that's the car park. You can quite clearly see the end of the runway there, which is just behind us, down there. So that would have been, see, that's the old Thornford Road. I'm pretty sure, so this here would have been, this road would have been the perimeter, the eastern side, sorry.
Right. Do we have a fence across here somewhere then?
Possibly.
Would that be what that?
But it might
would that be what that
it
concrete
might-
post is?
Possibly, yeah, possibly, yeah.
Did you see that, Ian?
So
I didn't know.
Look over, we've got a concrete post over here. So I think this might be part of the perimeter fence.
Bit dangerous with the old tyres there, folks. The car
You
park.
see it's going to go along.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking anyway.
That's
Starting up
interesting.
the clues.
Yeah, yeah.
Might not be. Don't know.
Right, should we get into the site now?
Yep.
Let's go in, have a look.
Right, Geiger counters. One went up, what was it, 20? 23?
What was it,
went up to?
22, 23 was it?
Something like that, wasn't it?
So
We're still in safe levels. So there's still
right-
background radiation.
Yeah, right in front of us, so there's the mound for the Pole Store there, right in front of us. So let's walk up and have a look and see if it
Yeah.
changes.
Right, here we are. This is one of the fuel tanks, fuel bunkers.
This is far too big to be one of them ones that are over the other side.
Geiger counters, 17 CPM, and the 1980s one has not gone up at all. But it's interesting, folks.
As we can see here.
And Chris has marked it down on the piece of paper. We're going around Greener Common, getting the readings of radioactivity.
Ian is going to jog around it later and see if we get any more readings.
Right. Okay. Battery lasts well on this.
Should do it cold as well.
Yeah.
Where now?
Well, you got a choice. We can either go down and see that water tower very quickly.
Yep.
And then on to gammon.
Yep.
But we've got the issue of light now because that's nearly gone.
Yeah, well, I'm not thinking light and camera's too much of an issue. Light and water tower would be. What do you reckon, Ian?
Yeah. Or it starts going grainy otherwise.
So it's going to be just up here on the right hand side, I think. There we go, right there.
Oh yeah.
There we go, look. You park right next to it as well. And that's what I meant, look, when I see the houses right next to it.
Oh, it's boarded up.
So I mean, I think it's decommissioned.
There, put lights up. But where's the best place do you reckon to park to do that? I'll turn round.
You're close to
There's
the
all
best,
these
so
are
keep-
numbered,
keep
aren't there, for the houses?
Yeah. Cool. It's 20, 22, 20. All the way around here. Yeah, that just look proper.
There was a couple of those on the base at the time. They got pulled down, the rest of it, and they decommissioned, so...
When I was looking at that thing the other day, that's 1950s sort of era.
Yeah.
So it would be the right. Oh wow, look at that trench.
Ladder's been cut.
You can see why, can't you? But look at the trench there. I reckon you're right. That's probably where the water pipe's gone along the bottom there. Possibly.
The chain's not even got a lock on it.
Condemned though, not sure of it.
You show them to pull it down. They probably will.
As recent as 1994, a follow-up survey by Aldermaston scientists detected contamination fallout from the 1958 accident. A total of between 10 and 20 grams of uranium was released and dispersed outside the base, yet no clean-up operation has ever been mounted. A much greater amount of plutonium and uranium was certainly dispersed on the base itself on and around the runway. The warhead involved contained about 20 kilograms of plutonium and 30 to 40 kilograms of enriched uranium. Right, so we're going to Gamma now.
Yeah, but we're going to go to the main entrance.
Where the security guard is.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's any reason why we can't go up.
Okay.
We might get told to bugger off, but I don't think...
Then we'll be like, yeah, sure, we'll come back
Yeah,
and stop.
as far as I'm concerned, it's public.
Yeah.
You know, up until that very fence. So
Right.
you want to do a left here. But obviously that's a new security.
Yep. That's the way we came in.
Yeah, that's why you would have gone in, yeah.
Love these long roads.
Might even get to 50 by the time we get to the end of the road.
Right, slow down a bit. It's just on your right hand side where all those cones are. Ah, please tell me they haven't blocked it off. Have they blocked it off? No, they haven't. Yeah, so it's in there. See, why are they...
Shut your eyes.
Why are they doing this out? Why are they making a big deal about putting a pavement there?
Bloody hell, folk.
What?
Take it
It's
easy.
got big old tyres. It ain't gonna matter, is it? It's going up.
Did it?
Yeah.
24.
About there. You want to park right up the top.
25.
See, that's
That's the house.
someone's house, so there's no reason why we can't park up here.
Oh yeah,
There you
everyone
go,
else
just...
does.
Yeah.
29, 30.
Whoa,
There's some space
really?
in front of this.
Bloody hell, folks, this Gamma site
There's
is
space in front of that.
Yeah, there is,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's loads. I mean, there's
30 CPM
I might park
at the
this
moment.
side of that barrier though.
Oh, what's going on there?
If I park up there and they shut that gate,
Should we
height
put this-
restriction, we've got a problem. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that one
I'll park behind this where we've
Got
seen
two
about.
guy counts going. That's 24.
Oh, that lorry has like no window.
Oh dear.
It's dumped. It's full of rubbish and it's dumped.
Oh dear.
We'll pop behind it then.
Well, it's a good place to put it in, isn't it? Oh, still got 0.
It's gone down to 20 now. That was on 30 a minute ago.
Right.
That was not right.
What? Doing not
It was
right.
on 30. So I've never had we ain't had that all day. And we get near these gamma bunkers.
Have you ever seen it that high before?
No. It's still in the okay regions, but it's a bit funny we come near here. and
Yeah,
it starts
but that
going up.
means there's 20 left until we go into the yellow, which is what I want to see.
Yeah. We should see it, folks, I hope. So, right.
This is what I want to see.
See, I don't know if the car's parked up there, if there's security or if, like you said, they're dog walkers or anything like that.
They're probably dog walkers. There's nothing to stop us from parking right next to that fence. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're fine here.
Yeah.
I'm not worried anyway.
Right then, folks, we're at the Gamma site where the Tomahawk cruise missiles were stored back in the early 80s, and we're going to go to this little river that's over that way and check for radiation readings. 2 Geiger counters. We're at 11 CPM now. Whereabouts was that river again?
Further on.
Right.
Where we're going, we'll break the ice.
It's starting to feel that way, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know if it's colder than it was last night, but it feels it.
Yeah. Right, so there's that stream that had rumours of being sort of a bit contaminated down here for some reason. So we're going to go down and see what we can get, folks. Don't fall.
It's on film.
That's it. I'm sure I come down here last time.
Yeah, you did, because we both stood up here.
Yeah. There's a coloured water. The water looks really sort of weird.
That looks oily.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Right, so we're down at the stream. Anything on your Geiger counter?
No, absolutely nothing.
If anything, folks, it's gone down. Got 7.
Oh, come on, I don't believe that. I'm coming down.
5.
No.
7.
So it's not 57.
No, just 7.
Oh, crap.
It went up 30 earlier.
That was just on the way here.
That was on the way up to the entrance to the Gamma site.
So maybe the water might be alright, but it's the site.
12, 14.
So, it doesn't have stink.
Does. Right. Where do you want to do a little sample?
What?
With a spade.
Not here. The spade's in the car anyway.
No.
Spade is just there.
Oh right.
Well,
I
we're
thought-
doing is basically we're going to dig a little hole, folks, and then see if the ground is contaminated.
Well here, I thought you was doing it on Greenham Common. You want about digging here?
We'll have a little sample here, it doesn't matter where, does it?
Okay.
Unless you've got any objections to it.
No, I will film you digging. Look at the really old fence post behind you. The other side of the stream.
Well, the metal one.
One of them ones you
yeah.
tension the wire on, isn't it?
Okay, so while we're here, while we're doing this, maybe we can... I've already chucked my 10 pence worth in and gave a logical reason for why this is orange.
Right.
So maybe we can ask the fans if they know why this screen is orange. So underneath
It's got to be
here-
something to do with whatever's in the ground, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just convenient that Gamma is right there and there's a river running underneath it and it's all orange.
Do you know what? Could that be a possible way in?
Really?
Well,
I think that's going to take exploration a bit more extreme.
let's take a look, folks.
Don't,
Jump
don't
up.
fall in.
No, I won't. Jump past the camera crew. Basically, what I'm going to do is have a look down there. Wise move, folks. Do up your pockets before you bend over, especially near massive fuel tanks. Oh, it's waterproof. It's Olight. We're all right, folks. How far in does it go then? I'm not getting down there to have a look.
There you go, see on the screen.
No, but I believe you.
Yeah, I can see from here.
Quite a long way. Oh yeah.
It turns, I think, at the end. So that is possibly a way into Gamma, folks.
I'm not got.
Who's ready for it? Gamma buildings. Whatever you do, Chris, don't drop the light. Or the spade.
It's alright, the spade's replaceable, very cheap.
Oh,
What was that?
Ian. What was in the, is that part of the spade?
Pass.
It was in the bag with the spade.
What was it?
Ian, you have to have a look. You got there. You got the torch. I think that's the top of the spade.
Oh, flipping hell, folk. What have you been doing? I think Chris should get in there and look for it.
There.
Yeah.
Get it? I
Oh,
can't.
yeah, that's it, yeah. Is that just a handle, is it?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I think Chris should get in
I'm
there.
not getting. I don't know if I'm not going that deep with my boots in case they leak.
I can't get in there. You're the one with the wellies, Chris. Ian, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, I thought as much.
Yeah, yeah. What is it?
Can you like rinse it and clean a bit of water? That is the top of the spade.
Is it just grubbed, is it?
Yeah.
I've never had it out of the packet, so I don't know.
So it's never been used, and we just thrown it in a.
It's lucky this wasn't radioactive, really, isn't it?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry about your spade. It's now radioactive.
Right,
Right.
let's get away from this.
Are you coming this way?
Yeah, let's just get up and away.
Where are you going? You're not digging down here then?
First, we need a torch because we can't see nothing.
And here's the rest of the spade. I personally think if you're getting a really low reading, I don't think we're going to get a big difference, because you said about obviously radiation penetrates stuff, so it would come out, wouldn't it?
Concrete and soil and that dulls it down. And lead.
Okay, so what if we dig just above the concrete line there? Where the tree's coming down, so level with a tree. somewhere.
Oh wow, that's good, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
You could really...
Get it in there then.
Road rage job.
Do you want to do it, or
I think you should test out your spade, really.
You don't need to test
just
out
in
my
case?
spade.
Yeah, it ends up in the water again.
Get up, pound stretcher. Right, where we going?
Just dig straight ahead, I think, maybe, because I see someone end up in that water if we're not careful.
Make good footage.
Where we going? We're going here.
Just go straight down. Yeah, dig it out.
So here.
So what we're doing, folks, we're taking a sample, basically.
What was you doing at the weekend? I was digging a hole and putting in common.
We're going to dig under the fence.
Sounds like something heavy and hard in there.
It's all stone, and you've probably got a lot of spoil from when parts of this place was built as well. So
Oh, it ain't tight enough.
I slipped off
or
the
is
thread.
it snapped? I don't know.
That's all right.
Well,
Hang
it
on.
slipped off the thread.
Yes, it has. It's this thread's gone.
All right. So we'll do the.
The
So
thread's gone, but
Use it as a, no, hold them two bits together and just use it as a spade. There you go.
right, let's take. Yeah, Chris, take that.
let's just. Right, tell you what. Let's just do this. Right.
To be honest, it would have probably been alright with snow, like you said. You watch, it's going to snow next week and it's going to be
Well,
cursing
I
us
reckon
because
there's
we
a
won't be able
good
to
10
dig up.
centimetres there, so if we... Get a good footage. So if we... Oh, there a minute.
There's less.
God damn it, folks. God damn it.
I don't want to give pound stretcher a bad name, but I wouldn't recommend that, folks.
I think it would have been okay for snow, like you originally bought it for.
Yeah, that's proper
Because
tough.
snow doesn't have rubble and leaves and stuff in it.
True. But what does it say on the packet? Where's the packet? Where's the...
In Ian's
where's the
hand.
Yeah.
What does it say on it?
Multi-tool, doesn't it?
Compact folding design. Foldable shovel, twist. Yeah. That's all it says, isn't it? So it's not a toy, folks. Not a toy. So, well, as he gave it a bit of a life, I guess.
A very short-lived life.
I bet there's not many that have done that though.
Yeah. Dug for radiation levels. Right then. Let's keep going.
Onwards.
Let's put this back before people complain that we've dug up land and then... So just
That's true.
Leave it as you find it, so they say. There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Right. There's another one. No, they're planes.
Are they, do you reckon?
Yeah, there must be. Although that has just appeared out of nowhere, hasn't it? Now it's disappearing again.
What was it? Someone said some woman took a picture of a UFO, and it looks exactly like the one. The person who was working here in the base come forward after like 30 years or so, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
And he claimed that he saw that over Green and Common.
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't just the Russians.
But yeah, now we're seeing strange lights in the sky. It's interesting.
I think they're called planes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's interesting. It's more interesting than the radiation we're picking up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where is that? We're going to follow this fence back round there.
Yep, let's go, folks. Yeah.
Right.
There is a well-known cancer cluster in the area, and official government studies have confirmed unusually high instances of radiation-linked cancer among children living in the area. In 1989, the government appointed its Committee on Medical Aspects of Radiation in the Environment to investigate claims, and specifically to establish whether there was any link between cancer clusters at Aldermaston and Burrowfield. Greenham Common was not included in the study. The accusing finger has been pointed at Aldermaston and Burrowfield, but detailed studies have been unable to link between these establishments and cancer among local children.
Folks, we're heading to a piece of the runway that still remains at Green and Common. Everything else has been destroyed, completely pulled up. This is the only remaining piece, so it's going to be a bit of an eye opener. Let's check this thing out. Made it, folks.
Runway lights. They're the ones that have been in the ground.
Right.
There's some of those on display down at the Newborough Museum.
What? With little glass domes?
Yeah, glass domes. Yeah.
GEC, is that General Electric company or something?
Made in
I've seen that on
England.
something before.
GNC.
GEC, isn't it?
Is it an E or an and?
Someone out there will know.
General Electric Company. ZA202. G. That's an and. G and C. It's got to be.
You know what I was wondering? Is the bulb holder still in it, or if that bit fitted in the top?
Cable. That is a cable. Where's the mobile Dyson?
Oh look!
Battery
Look!
operated.
Don't know. Look at the bits of blue.
Oh yeah. That's definitely, that's glass, that, isn't it?
But someone smashed them.
Well, probably when they bulldozed the site, stuff got broken. Look. There you go, Ian, look. There's the terminals that obviously go between them. And that's the base of the bulb. Look, there you go. Base of a
Wow.
bulb holder or light fitting of sorts.
They must be quite strong bulbs though, like quite high wattage.
Yeah, it would have had a glass cover
Yeah,
over it as well.
a very large glass cover as well, because obviously if anything runs over it, it's going to be able to take the weight of it as well.
Yeah. That's cool though.
Are they live? No, of course they're not.
That's good though, isn't it?
What colour is that?
Piece of history buried, folks, that we just found.
I've got a picture of one of the bulbs, so what I'll do is I'll post it up on the Facebook page,
Yeah.
so you can actually see what it looks like.
Amazing job.
The Newbury Bypass opened in 1998, but what most people don't know, what they are actually driving on. More than 1 million tonnes of concrete from the former Greenham Common runway was broken up as part of the restoration of the Commons, and much of it was used in the building of the A34, Newbury Bypass.
So you had different colours, and I suppose the blue would have probably shown where the bit went round the corner. Yeah.
So that's where the runway used to go that way, folks. It's all been pulled.
And that direction is where they would have come in from. They would always come in from this way.
Right.
I'm not sure about taking off though. They're coming from that direction, land. Then you got two exits here, one going down to Southern Taxiway, and one behind us to the North Taxiway.
Mad, isn't it? It's a
So
lovely
we're
stretch.
literally stood dead in the centre here.
So that's the other end.
What I
To the...
hadn't realised that it was tarmacked over the concrete.
Yeah.
We're a bit smoother than this.
Yeah, now what I was getting at is you can see here, like we were saying yesterday, with the bank each side, quite how much it dug out.
Yeah.
Greenham Common airfield.
An interesting fact for the folks though as well, when they decided to tragically rip this place apart, they crushed all of the concrete, tarmac, whatever. And I think it was over 1 million tonnes of the stuff they actually ripped out because the place is so vast. And most of it, if not all of it, was used to create the A34 Newbury bypass at the time, so if anyone knows about that. So next time you drive up towards Newbury Way and you're driving up or down the A34, you'll be actually driving on the remnants of what was once here at Greenham Common.
Driving over history.
Driving over history, folks.
Look, from tree line to tree line.
So it goes all the way to the tree line, all the way the distance over there. All the way to as far as the eye can see over there.
Kind of see why there was 1 million tonne come out of this place, can't you really?
Yeah.
But how much of a monumental job that must have been.
Big car park, wouldn't it
Sheer
be?
cost to move that long,
Yeah.
when you could have just used it as a drag strip. Just saying.
Right then, folks. So you don't do this every day. This is a major American air base laid down on a runway. Eh?